sentenced to 35 years. 35 years after his conviction, in the Texas high school stabbing. Man, that is unbelievable. That's half his life, pretty much, you know? Jeez. You just hate to hear that. But then, if you are a relative of the kid who was stabbed, you hate to hear that also. Hate to hear that your relative was stabbed to death. Yeah. The verdict was reached in less than 3 hours. And when they said there were no blacks on the jury, I knew it would be a quick one. Yeah, I knew it would be a quick one. So, during the subsequent sentencing phase on Tuesday evening, the jury rejected the defense arguments that Anthony's attack was carried out under sudden passion, which could have reduced his time. But they weren't buying any of it. They weren't buying any of it. No. So, I don't know. That's what we've got. 35 years. Man. I'm sure when he left for that track meet that day, he had no idea his whole world would be turned upside down at the track meet. Unbelievable. Sentencing will be held this morning, if it hasn't been held already, for the 3 people who pled guilty to their roles in the downtown brawl. The brawl heard around the world. Yes. The 4th Street brawl heard around the world. Aisha Devon, and Gregory Wright and Jermaine Matthews. They will be sentenced this morning. So we'll see what they get. Yes. Looks like Hamilton is changing their mind on marijuana dispensaries. Hamilton, Ohio had fought against dispensaries forever, but they're looking around and seeing all these other areas making big money off dispensaries. And they said, well, we might as well get into the business also. So now Hamilton will have dispensaries, but they have to be so many, 1,000 feet from a high school or any school, and 1,000 feet from daycare. Yeah, because those little daycare kids, they might come out of there and go buy some gummies or something. Come on, daycare, come on. I mean, come on. What influence would a dispensary have at a daycare? Come on. But they have to be 1,000 feet away from daycare also. Unbelievable. And speaking of dispensaries, Cincinnati's first breast milk dispensary has expanded access for families. Yes, Christ Hospital opens up their first breast milk dispensary in Liberty Township. How about that?
Everybody done sucked off your great big black breast.
So I never knew that they had breast milk dispensaries. And I thought there were places where you could call and have it delivered to you and stuff like that. But I didn't know they had a breast milk dispensary. Man. And how much would a female get for giving her milk for the dispensaries? I'm sure they charge. Maybe it's free. I don't know. But I wonder how much. It's got to be more than gas. It's got to be more than gas, because you can't get a gallon of breast milk, and it take a lot of feedings, pumps for that. Yeah. So I don't know how much they pay, if they pay at all. I don't know. A woman who shot her son, then she shot herself, entered a plea of attempted murder. Yeah, pleads to attempted murder. 30-year-old woman. She's a black female, too. And she shot her son in the head, then shot herself in the chest. Joshua Stroud, then 12-year-old son, survived being shot point blank range, and they say he'll never live a normal life again. This 12-year-old kid, he'll never live a normal life. His injuries are life-changing, and and if he dies, they're going to pursue murder charges against his mother. Yeah. Police went to a home on Glenway Avenue for a reported double shooting and found Stroud and her son inside the vehicle in a garage. The shooting happened in the vehicle's front seat. Yeah. They've not explained the motivation for the shooting. Prosecutors never did explain the motivation for the shooting, but I just wonder what would make a mother pull a gun and want to shoot and shoot her 12-year-old son in the head and then herself. What would make a female want to do that? I just don't know. Man. Something else. Butler County Sheriff's Department. They got $70,000 to patrol the skies for marijuana. So I guess there's still some bootleg marijuana going on. Even though it's legal now, there's still an underground market for marijuana. So the Butler County Sheriff's going to use helicopters to scope out backyard marijuana, a program that costs taxpayers tens of thousands of dollars. The Ohio Controlling Board released $70,000 for the program. Those funds will allow the sheriff's office in Butler County to lease a helicopter and a pilot for up to $900 per hour. And you got to have somebody to look for the marijuana. He'll be paid $50 an hour, the spotter. And they'll patrol the skies looking for marijuana plants. Those plants, they stand out from the others, And the spotter up there with his little binoculars on, and when he sees the discoloration, dark green instead of light green, you might have something there. He gets paid $50 an hour for that.
You mean the dark green gets discriminated against the light green?
I'm just guessing.
Oh,
I don't know what the color differences are, but they are color differences.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
I got you.
There's some difference. You can spot it from the sky. And that's what that spotter who will be making $50 an hour, that's what he will be doing. That wouldn't be a bad little job, though, You're not going to be up there no more than an hour or two, and you're just looking through binoculars looking for somebody growing marijuana in their backyard. Yes. Oh, boy. Now they're going to take another look at people who are on probation and people who are not showing up to meet their probation officer, people who are cutting off the ankle monitor, and they're just letting these people go. They're doing this, and nobody's really actively looking for them. If you happen to run across them and find out that's who, then they get them. But they're not actively searching for these people, I do believe. And so now Judge Silverstein, who is the county's probation department and the county probation officer, said there are gaps in the system that allowed Rick Wright to stay on the street. That's the guy that stabbed his ex-girlfriend in Skyline Chili. He was already wanted by police the day he was charged with stabbing Hill, his ex-girlfriend. And months later, he had ditched his court-ordered addiction program. Didn't show up for the addiction program. They should have went out and picked him up then. Then he stopped checking in with his probation officer. Was anybody actively looking for this guy? And the judge who placed Wright on probation in the first place had no idea he had violated his probation until after the stabbing. Yeah. She told the Enquirer neither did the Norwood police officers who regularly encountered him in the early months of his probation. So he fell through the cracks there. And if they had notified Norwood police, since they had a lot of run-ins with the guy, he might have been off the street, and that young lady would still be alive with her 2 children. Unbelievable. And here's something that the Democrats, I hope they seize on this. If the Democrats don't take this into the midterms, I just don't know what else to say. Social Security is going broke. And they'll be broke by 2032. 2032. Now, you'll still get you'll get like 2/3 of your payments, 3/4 of your payment. You won't get what you're getting now. It'll be cut drastically unless Congress comes up with a fix. The Republicans don't care anything about that. And that's what the Democrats have to. How many people do you think who vote that are on Social Security? A whole bunch. If the Democrats don't seize on this and take this into the November election, I don't know what to say about them. Social Security, people are struggling now with the little bit of Social Security they get now. Just think if that's cut even more. And prices continue to go up. If the Democrats don't seize on this moment, say, hey, we got a fix for they need to come up with a fix, explain it to the people, and take it into November. They're handing them a silver platter. And the Republicans, they got to push. Republicans don't care if they cut your Social Security. They don't care. They don't care. So we'll see if they jump on this. I just don't know what to say. But your Social Security, as you know it today, will be drastically cut. And it's coming faster and faster. 32 will be here before you know it. Will be here before you know it. I don't even know if the bridge will be finished by then. I don't know. It'll be a race between the bridge and Social Security. All right, we'll take a break, and then we'll come back. 513-749-1230. And I'm getting a lot of requests on the Sunday Soul Classic request line. It's 513, write this number down, 513-679-6028. And that's probably the easiest way you'll get your song on, I'm telling you. Calling up here, telling me, I might forget. I write it down, then I lose the paper. So we will definitely get you in there for the Soul Classic request. Let's take a break. We'll come back. 1230, The Buzz.
Lincoln Ware is on demand.
On demand.
That's right. Listen to the Lincoln Ware Show when you want.
All right. What's going on, folks? I haven't had a chance to read anything this morning. What you got out there? Let's see. Trump compares White House UFC cage to Eiffel Tower. Says we may never take it down. I know. I heard him say that. He's crazy. Bill and Ray still call you to request songs because they're idiots. I plan to retire in 2030, be eligible for full retirement, Social Security in 2032. I hope this issue is fixed before my retirement, work over 40-plus years, and get stiff due to this terrible administration. I mean, they've been kicking the can down the road a long time on this. They knew this day was coming. They knew it was coming. What's going on, Tanika? I'll have to ask Brent about that. His black teammates testified against him. Believe me, the next time Landsman comes in here, I'm going to say, what's the fix for Social Security? You guys all hung up on Israel and all this and sending money to everybody around the world. And right here at home, they can't find a fix for Social Security. Angel Reese had 17 points, 17 rebounds, made some good money on some prop bets on her. No, I didn't see that. I got to get in. I haven't really gotten into the WNBA this season yet, but it's coming. I'm getting there. Landsman is a true politician. He knows how to answer without saying much. Now, he says a lot, and sometimes his answer gets caught up in all the words that he uses from the time he starts answering the question. I mean, this is a great opportunity for the Democrats to say, we're going to fix it. Democrats are just, I don't know what to say about this party. I know we send all this money to Israel, and hell, they have fixed the issue with the pension fund in Cincinnati. Oh, hell, have they fixed? Oh, I don't know if they have or not. I think they did. They're putting money back into it. Congress won't think about fixing Social Security until 6 months before it goes insolvent. That's how they work. You're right.
We have a bombshell Epstein development right now. In 2025, the White House held a secret emergency meeting to try to protect President Donald Trump from Epstein allegations. In this emergency meeting, held in the Situation Room without phones, Vice President J.D. Vance suggested having Tucker Carlson interview Ghislaine Maxwell so that Maxwell could say Trump did nothing wrong to protect him. According to a new New York Times report, the Trump administration had a freak out over the Epstein files. They convened an emergency meeting over the summer last year in the Situation Room with the Attorney General, the FBI Director, Deputy Attorney General, who is now the Attorney General, Chief of Staff, the Vice President, and other top officials, and they all sat around the table and work together to try to protect Donald Trump. They threw out ideas, like having Tucker Carlson interview Ghislaine Maxwell. They threw out other ideas, like going to federal courts as a gesture of goodwill to try to get grand jury transcripts released, knowing very well that that would never happen. Everyone was in on it, and it was an effort to protect the president, and we're now learning the details of it.
Boy, they will do anything to protect Donald Trump, I'm telling you. This guy and his followers are just unbelievable. All right, let's go downtown to the Crime Stopper headquarters and check in with my good friend, Detective Tiffany Green. How you doing today?
I'm good. Good morning, Lincoln. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, hanging in. What's going on? Who are we looking for today?
Cincinnati Police District 3 investigators are looking for Jeremiah Johnson. Mr. Johnson is wanted for aggravated burglary. Investigators say Mr. Johnson forced entry into the victim's residence, causing damage to the locking mechanism. Mr. Johnson kicked over the victim's television before exiting the residence. Jeremiah Johnson is a black male. He's 23 years old. He's 5'11" and 150 pounds. Jeremiah Johnson has a history of aggravated menacing and was last known to live on President Drive in the village of Roe Hill. Cincinnati Police District 4 investigators are looking for Nathan Salazar. Mr. Salazar is wanted for felony theft. Investigators say on multiple dates, Mr. Salazar has knowingly stolen various merchandise from the Hartwell Kroger, totaling $1,081.41. Nathan Salazar is a white male. He's 40 years old. He's 6 foot and 200 pounds. Nathan Salazar has a history of drug offenses, theft, and obstructing official business, and was last known to live on Helen Street in Elmwood Place. Listeners, if anyone has information on where police can find Jeremiah Johnson or Nathan Salazar, please call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040 or submit a tip online at crime-stoppers.us.
All right, 352-3040, night or day, cash money for your clues. Someone says you must never have a bad day because you sound so upbeat every day.
Oh, well, thank you. I try. I try.
You got to learn how to just go with the flow. You know, if you're feeling bad, you got to make yourself think you're feeling good. You know, when you go on, when you open that mic, when I hit that button and you hear the line coming on, you just got to step up to the plate.
Yeah, and then, you know, if I don't, then Terrence will dong me or something.
Yes,
so,
yes, he will.
Yeah.
He'll put boring or something like that.
Yep. He loves his sound effect.
Yes, he does. All right, we'll see you. All
Have
right.
a good one.
All right, 352-3040, night or day. 513 is the area code. Crime Stoppers.
I do not plan to dong her.
Okay.
I just want to make that clear.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We got it. All right. And, oh, by the way, Pharaoh did get a call from the Recreation Commission. Brother Betts did give Pharaoh a call. I forgot to mention it yesterday when you told me, Terrence. You did tell me, and I forgot to mention it. But Pharaoh got a call back. How about that? We need an audience clap. You got to put that in your sound effects. But Pharaoh did get a call back. So we're moving forward. We'll see what happens. All right. Let's go to Brent down in Dallas. Brent?
Hey, Uncle Lincoln, how are you doing?
When I heard the verdict, I was pretty much expecting it.
Yeah. Before I talk about the verdict, I want to send out a heavenly happy birthday to Zakiya Allen. She came up on my timeline.
Oh, yeah,
today.
yeah. The late Zakiya.
Yeah. So just want to make sure I said that first. But yeah, convicted of murder, 35 years given by the jury, and eligible for parole in 17 years. And I think they, selected that because I think both of them were 17 at the time of the attack. But the jury, looking at the definition of murder and manslaughter based off of, Texas law, is that they assumed that he was aware that his conduct was reasonable to cause death, and that the stand your ground didn't apply because the jury decided that even though he was provoked by the people, by the Austin and his friends and everything, telling him to, get out of the tent, by him putting his hand in there and said, hey, you touch me again, you're going to get what you get, essentially. They saw that just by him doing that, he was the one antagonizing and provoking the attack, which this is America. This is America. That's my song request. My Kendrick Lamar. This is America.
Living in America or what? This is America. Who? I don't know.
No, this is America. You're not gonna play it because it's not in the soul category.
No.
But one thing, a couple quick things to note is that Texas does things different when it comes to jury selection. It's just not voter rolls. It's voter rolls, driver's license, and like IDs, that you get state issued.
Yeah, and they should do that here. They should go with driver's license and voter and all. They should do it all. They should do it all here because just not enough black people seem like they get called for jury duty.
Yep. And the Collin County, which is it's a suburb, DFW. It's included in DFW. But it's only depending on where you are, maybe 25 to 30 minutes from downtown. Yeah. But the black population is overall at 12%. So pretty much the national average.
Yeah,
But with them using those preemptory, I think I was calling them perfunctory, but preemptory strikes with the saying that they didn't want the black people on there because they were teachers is sketchy at best, so that may be something they can appeal on because it's something called the Bastion rule, and get a lawyer in there. They know the rule I'm talking about, but I think that's what it's called, to where there are issues with black people getting struck for just because they're black.
Right, and that happens a lot. I'm telling you, it happens.
Yeah, and the crowd outside because I saw a couple of live streams of the crowd outside. It was maybe 30 to 50 people. Cops, maybe about 10 cops or so, and they had barricades and. There's some black folks obviously, visibly upset even before the verdict and everything, but you also had some white Russian and Sweet Holly purebred types in there antagonizing black people.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because, they were there, supporting, what was his name? Not Ethan, Austin, not Ethan. But, yeah, so there's supposed to be some town halls held. There are some pastors there that were praying and but as far as next steps, I haven't seen any given publicly. There's an organization similar to National Action Network. It has National Action and Network in it, but it's something else, so I don't think it's affiliated with Al Sharpton's group. But if I hear anything, I'll definitely let you know. And there's been some reports or some things I've heard that possibly there is a friendship between the judge, the prosecutor, and the Austin's father. I haven't seen any actual reports, so that's just what I'm hearing. So,
well, I'm sure they're going to appeal anyway.
Yeah,
I'm sure there will be an appeal.
Yeah, but appeals, can take a long time. And you know what happened to what's the guy up there who was in jail for all them years? Yes. He went through several appeals. So
of course he did. And he was on death row. He was on death row, and. His appeal, they stopped him from being, I think the thing that stopped him from getting, from dying was they didn't have the medicine to give him. They had stopped, they couldn't find the medicine anymore. So,
and one last thing to note, the defense lawyer only called, in terms of in the sentencing phase, only called one person to testify on the behalf, to plead for a lighter sentence, and that was his mother, Karmelo's mother. Didn't call didn't call school teachers. He had a 3.7 GPA. Didn't call track coach, football coach, or anything like that. So that's to me, that's negligent. Yeah. In my standpoint, your client is facing 5 to 99 years.
You need everybody on there who can testify as to what a good person he is.
Lincoln, they should have flew you down first class to testify.
Right. Thanks for your call, Brent.
Yes, sir.
All right. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. Pharaoh, O.J. Hancock, Bill, and others holding on. It is Wednesday, 1230, The Buzz.
Looking for a podcast that delves into the intricacies of love and relationships?
You can leave it on. Leave the commercial.
A relationship. This podcast is the perfect place to engage in thoughtful discussions about relationships. Join us on a journey of exploration and recovery as we explore the world of love and discover the secrets to successful relationships. Tune in every week for new episodes on the Urban One Podcast Network. Go to urbanonepodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
We are here for you, Hamilton County. The 513 Relief Bus is officially on the road in 2026 to provide no-cost resources to you. Free health screenings, assistance with birth certificates, home and rent issues, child support and care, youth and adult employment, and much more. Sign up today to receive updates and alerts. Visit 513relief.org to stay in the know. That's the number 513relief.org. Get the free assistance you need with the 513 Relief Bus. Visit 513relief.org.
For 100 years, New Jerusalem Baptist Church has been a beacon of faith, service, and community in Cincinnati. As part of their centennial celebration, you're invited to a free community day, open to the public, on Saturday, June 13th from noon to 5 p.m. at the City Link Center. Enjoy giveaways, family activities, live ministry performances, food trucks, local vendors, health screenings, and wellness resources with our partners from Healthcare Connection, plus healthy cooking demonstrations and the State of the Black Church Pastor Panel at 2 p.m. And the Buzz will be there live too, live on location from 12:30 to 2:30. That's the City Link Center located at 800 Bank Street in Cincinnati's West End. Come celebrate 100 years of faith, legacy, and impact with the New Jerusalem Baptist Church. This event is open to the public and admission is free. Saturday, June 13th from noon to 5 at the City Link Center. Go to newjerusalembc.org for more information. That's newjerusalembc.org for more information. See you there.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it, so can you.
For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Laura, the guys really went to town on that leg of lamb.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
Something's wrong. I know you too well.
Jim's company is cutting his salary, and he may even get laid off. He doesn't think we'll be able to afford the mortgage.
Oh, Laura.
If you think you may be in danger of foreclosure, call the National Foundation for Credit Counseling at 866-687-6322 or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. That's mortgagehelpnow.org. This has been a public service from the NFCC.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
For some people, difficult transitions like retirement, divorce, or loss of a loved one may contribute to feelings of hopelessness or even thoughts of suicide. The risk of suicide is even higher for men over 50 who've served our country, guys like me. Support from friends and family makes such a big difference. Every day, your actions could help save a life. Learn how you can help at veteranscrisisline.net.
Take us with you wherever you go. Download the Buzz app for your smartphone today. For details, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
.1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. And, of course, my Veteran Service Commission meeting today. So there will not be an after show. Again, yesterday I had a meeting, and today I got a meeting. I'm sorry about that YouTube after show. But after 3 hours of talking, they want you to sit around another half hour and yap with them. It's unbelievable. All right, let's go to the Pharaoh. Pharaoh, I hear you got your call back.
Yeah, Lincoln, I called yesterday and I told Terrence.
Yeah, he told me
about what happened.
Yes.
Yeah, but Lincoln, I want to say a few things. But anyway, I called Mr. Betts Monday. And then I called him yesterday, Mm-hmm. So after calling yesterday morning, about 9:15, he returned my call about 10:30.
Yeah.
But I had called him Monday and Tuesday. He was supposed to call me back Monday.
Well, you got the call back.
I got the call,
yeah.
So I'm supposed to meet with him on the 23rd at 4 o'clock. I'm supposed to meet with him. But Lincoln, let me say a few things. Regarding the lady who shot and killed her 12-year-old son, I guess after they give her a mental evaluation, they'll find out that religion caused her to do it. The devil told her to do this. You know, that's probably what they'll find out.
Yeah.
That the devil told her to shoot him and shoot herself too.
I mean, that happens a lot.
Demons. So it's all based in religion. But anyway, Lincoln, you had Miss Murphy on there, the superintendent of public schools. She was on.
Yes.
She just spreaded her rhetoric left. I called to talk with her.
Yeah.
Lincoln, like I say, you have all types of people in the public schools. This is why I speak about an Afrocentric curriculum, since the public schools are majority African people now. But when you bring up, like I said, you can take a boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of a boy. Is that true?
That is pretty much true. Sometimes, I mean, not always, but in a lot of cases, you can take the boy out the country, but he's still going to be country no matter where you drop him. And it's the same thing. I don't know. Do you think if you took a Cincinnati public school student who was, let's say, average C grade, average B or C, and put him in, say, Indian Hill or Seven Hills School, how do you think they would perform?
Not necessarily well, but I look at it like this. My point being, Lincoln, is this. You can't educate everybody the same based on culture and their experiences, their life experience. You can't, educate everybody the same.
But 1 + 1 is 2 everywhere, Pharaoh.
When you're talking about teaching a person a concept that is world known. Everybody knows 1 and 1 is 2. That is a world concept, a world perception. But when you take 2 different people from 2 different cultures and put them in the same place, you can't educate them the same.
Yeah.
You have to educate them based upon you have to consider their culture, their background.
Yes.
So by African people coming from the background we come from in America, a slavery background and a racist background, you can't educate us the same way you would educate a white person. A person, by the time a white person reaches the 7th, 8th, 9th grade, they have already laid out what they plan on being. But the black child, he is still scratching his head and scratching his behind about what he's going to be or what he's going to do
Not
when he get out of high school.
My daughter, 8 years old. When she was in the 8th grade, she knew she wanted to be a pharmacist, even in the 8th grade.
Well, okay, Lincoln, I said I'm not speaking about specific people.
But every black household, a lot of kids know what they want to do already.
I am speaking in general, Lincoln.
Okay.
As you mean, what you're saying is the average black child in the 7th, 8th, 9th grade already know what they're going to do or what they want to do in life, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, they don't, Lincoln.
Okay.
They are still scratching their head and scratching their behind.
If you just went to a school and had a microphone and say, what do you want to be when you get out of school? What do you want to do? I bet you they could tell you.
I said when I was in the 3rd and 4th grade, I wanted to be a fireman.
Okay.
See, this is what I'm saying.
But you knew what you want. You thought you wanted to be that.
It's actually what you be and what you do.
And you don't know that until they actually get to that point.
But what I'm telling you, Lincoln, you're coming from different backgrounds. You can say I can say I want to be president in the 3rd grade. But what are the odds of that? See, the point, you're missing the whole point I'm making, Lincoln.
I know the point you're making, Pharaoh.
The point is that you can't educate 2 different people the same.
Yes.
But in the Cincinnati public schools, when 2 children come in from different backgrounds, different cultures, different ethnic groups, they're all educated the same. And that should not be.
All right.
This is why I speak about an Afrocentric education. But the other thing, Lincoln, the last thing I want
You got 30 seconds.
is about Fiji and about Captain Pettis. It goes back to what I told you before. First of all, these white men in the Cincinnati Cincinnati police system do not want a woman telling them what to do.
Yeah.
So everything else that is being said, that's nothing but smoke screen, window dressing. But that is the bottom line.
All right.
With Captain Pettis, you don't want a woman telling you what
especially a black woman.
And especially a black woman.
Okay,
so
all right.
They're going to smoke screen everything, blame it on this, she's this, that, and other. But the bottom line is you don't want a woman telling you what to do with Fiji, and especially you don't want a black woman telling you what to do.
All right, Pharaoh, thanks for your call. Let's take a break. We've got news coming up. I'm not news. We just got a break coming up. We'll come back on the other side. Bill, Steve, Tom, OJ, all holding on. 1230, The Buzz.
1230 The Buzz wants you to buy Black 513. Black Americans have over $1 trillion in spending power. We encourage you to buy black, not just one day, but every day, 365, 24/7. Go to thebuzzcincy.com and check out our Buy Black 513 page, where you can view a directory of black businesses right here in the 513. All black business owners, we're looking for you. Get featured right now. Go to thebuzzcincy.com and click on the Buy Black 513 banner to find out how you can be featured and expand your reach over the air and the internet. Let's buy Black 513. 1230 The Buzz.
Hello, Cincinnati. Labor's Local 265 would like you to join us on Saturday, June 13th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for our car show at 3457 Montgomery Road in Evanston. Bring the family to this free event to view classic cars, motorcycles, and support our food trucks and vendors. We'll also have Split the Pot, cornhole, and kids' activities. We're still looking for cars and vendor participants. Only a $20 registration fee. That's Saturday, June 13th.
Oh, boy. Okay, somebody says, I work for Cincinnati Public Schools, and I can say that we do not, I repeat, do not educate everyone in the same manner. Okay. All right. Lindsey Bowler telling the White Lion, this entire country was built on hate, and Trump is the king of hate. Okay. The government is the king of hate, Lindsey. Let's keep it real. No, boy. Yeah, but I agree with him on, they don't like to take orders from women, and especially black women. And so there you go. Both women were fired. One has got her job back. Will Fiji get hers back? I don't think so. And now the black woman is suing the white woman, suing the chief and the city. I called Pettis the other day, and she didn't return my call. What's up with that?
Maybe she don't want to say anything on the radio that would jeopardize her case, Mr. Ware.
Oh, boy. Oh, I got to call the First Lady of Walk and Talk. How much time do we have?
You got about a minute and a half.
Okay, I'll do it the next break.
Is it going to take longer than a minute and a half?
Probably.
Oh, boy.
It always takes longer than a minute.
To get yelled at? Yeah.
Oh, boy. Unbelievable.
No rim shot for you or Boeing, sir.
Geez. She's not going to talk as long as she has an active lawsuit. I know it, but you just never know when you might get a call back. Did anyone hear about the child jumped on the school bus here in Cincinnati? The mom wants to sue the bus driver. What? I didn't hear anything about that, white liar.
So Tim Heidel said something earlier in the show that kind of got my attention. He says that black stereotypes are earned by black folks.
Oh, my God.
Because of the issue with Karmelo Anthony.
Oh, gee.
As if a white guy didn't just stab his white girlfriend in the neck at Skyline.
At Skyline Chili, yeah.
They totally ignore what's going on.
Right, in their community.
Just to point out what's going on in ours.
Yeah, yeah.
We know we have issues, but don't pretend like nothing like that ever happens in your community.
It happens all the time.
But you just choose to ignore it. Just like you choose to ignore your 34-count felon president. That's crazy. Can Obama be 34-count felon and still be in a no, I think not.
If Obama had a misdemeanor, they would have kept him.
Yeah, exactly. A speeding ticket? What is he, a speed demon? Stand by.
Don't leave us in the car. Take us with you. Go to your favorite app store, search WDBZ, and download the Buzz app today.
.30 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And we've got a lot going on. And, this coming Saturday, you'll hear more about it. This coming Saturday, the New Jerusalem Baptist Church, New Jerusalem Baptist Church, celebrating their 100th anniversary. And they're having a big event down at City Link this coming Saturday. And we won't be on the air live, but we'll be doing live phone-ins from City Link. And it should be a great Saturday afternoon. Yes, they're going to have everything going on there. We'll talk to some people about that coming up soon. All right, let's go to, I want to call you Herbie Hancock, but it's O.J. Hancock. O.J., how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. I wanted to apologize yesterday. I had the wrong location. I'm talking South Carolina when I knew Texas, but it's so much racism going on across the world, you get them confused. They just keep popping up everywhere.
There's something happening everywhere.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you this. You know, most of the time we have unarmed black people being killed by white folks, it seems like all the time. And the media instantly goes to that black person's family and asks them, do you forgive them? How come they don't go to Austin Metcalf's family and ask him or ask them, do they forgive Karmelo Anthony for murdering their son? Maybe you can answer that.
No, I can't answer that. I don't know why they don't go.
But you know why? Because it's racism, man. It's a brainwashing technique that when they go to the black family and they ask them, do you forgive? Most black families that you see on the news, I forgive them, even when that white female cop killed a black man in his own apartment.
But didn't she go to jail? She did do some jail time for that, didn't she?
Yeah, and the brother got up and hugged her in the courtroom.
Yeah.
You know, so how can we have a fair legal system when we're being judged by all white jury members? Have you ever seen an all-black jury members deciding the fate of a white man?
I don't even know. I mean, I'm sure it can happen. There's some cities out there with enough blacks in the city like that you could probably get it all, but you never get it. You probably could get it, but you never would.
Right. So I won't stay on long. I appreciate you taking my call and letting me clear that up, but I want to personally ask the Metcalf family, if you're out there listening, do you forgive Karmelo Anthony?
No, they never.
So you can respond.
We're the ones always forgiving.
Right, but we're always asked that, but they never ask in situations like this. So I won't continue to talk, but Pharaoh, thanks for all your wisdom. I listened to you, man. Keep doing the research, man. That guy's deep.
Well, he just needs some rooms where he can teach. And
yeah, absolutely.
What size of class would he get? Would people show up to hear the Pharaoh?
Yeah, I would show up. I mean, I learn from him every time he talks on here. I learn from you, Terrence Howard, Miss Nettie. I try to keep an open mind to listen to all the callers objectively and try to understand where they're coming from. Yeah. So that's how I continue to grow. But thank you, and don't forget the First Amendment right. Record every interaction with police officers to protect yourself.
All right, OJ. Thanks for your call. Yep. That's O.J. Hancock, not O.J. Simpson. O.J. Hancock, not Herbie Hancock. He's the superhero. You ever seen him in his Spider-Man outfit?
I've seen him in his superhero outfit. Yes, he showed up here. It's some years ago when I used to work here before. It was great meeting him, though. He's
quite
a
a
good
sight.
guy.
Quite
Yeah.
a sight,
Yeah.
huh?
I think I got a photo with him, too. I think so.
Oh, boy. All right, let's move along. 513-749-1230. Assalamu alaikum, Brother James Muhammad. How are you over there on YouTube? And let's go to Tom. Tom, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine this morning, Lincoln. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there. What's up?
Thanks for taking my call, Lincoln. I just wanted to make a comment on the call that I listened to it with Twin yesterday.
Twin, when you got white folks on YouTube praising you, you know something's wrong. So, yeah, that's Twin. But go ahead. Continue.
He doesn't have the nerve to call your show and challenge you on what you're saying. I heard one of your callers call Al Sharpton and asked him if he knew you. And Al Sharpton's remark was that, yeah, I know Lincoln. He's a radio. Yeah, I know him.
And why would they?
Who
asked him that question?
I think it was Bill. Bill, I think it was Bill. If he asked him if he knew you, and he said, "Yeah, I know Lincoln. He's a radio legend." Said
somebody said Elijah called Sharpton yesterday. Somebody told me that, so I don't know how that conversation went. I'm sure Sharpton ended up hanging up on him. I'm sure.
Well, this was some time ago.
Yes.
But I don't know what's your cousin Twin in his head though. But you can't follow and the nerve to bring up the Bible and say that he's following Donald Trump. Here's a man that's a liar, adultery, a murderer, and even the Bible speaks so many times about compassion for the poor.
Yes.
This man has no compassion for anybody except himself.
There you go.
When you tell me you following this man, but you're going to bring up the Bible in a conversation with you about your faith in the Bible, man, that's garbage.
Yeah.
So I'm getting ready to get off the phone, Lincoln, but I'm going to say this. Man, I tell you what, whoever wins this fourth game is going to win the series.
Well, you think so? Well, I mean, even if San Antonio wins this game, it's still going to be tough. It's going to be a tough road to hoe for between now and the end of it. But they need to win this one tonight. You're right. If they don't win this one tonight, they can pretty much kiss it goodbye. You're right. This is do or die.
I think if they win this one tonight, they're going to have the momentum going back home. And
yes.
It's going to be altogether a different series,
Yes. Well,
all
yeah.
right, take care, Lincoln, and God bless you.
We'll talk to you. Thanks for your call. Yeah, if they win tonight, it's going to be a whole new ball game, let me tell you. Because they're going to have really, the confidence level is really going up if San Antonio can win tonight. Yes, I wish Donald Trump was going to be at the game tonight because he brings that negative vibe, and that's why they lost on Monday. Man, I wish he would come back to the game tonight. Jeez. And the people in New York are upset. They left the fences up like 3 blocks around Madison Square. They left them up. And the businesses are upset. All the businesses are saying, hey, we're losing money. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. And you would think, and the owner of the Knicks must be a Republican. I'm sure he is. But you would think he would invite the mayor up to the suites also. They had the mayor out there in $1,000 suite up in a $1,000 seat up in the nosebleed section. The mayor of the city of New York, he's up in the nosebleed for $1,000 seat. And the owner couldn't invite the mayor into the suite. That's kind of crazy. I mean, what is going on there? Unbelievable. All right, let's go to Bill. Bill, what's going on?
Oh, not a whole lot. I want to send a shout-out to Mike, the maintenance man over at the Cartine Apartments, and I want to send a shout-out to my man Chico. I got your number, man. I'm going to give you a call, man, sometime today. You got my request for a double shot of the Commodores?
Yes,
Fancy Dancer and Zoom?
Yes.
Okay, well, I got the request number. So in case I help you if your memory lost.
Yeah, you just go ahead and call that number.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Well, you know what? I'm betting on the Spurs to win tonight. and Donald Trump can keep his diaper-wearing ass at home. You know?
Okay.
I mean, he has the nerve to show up at a game, and he just thinks everything revolves around him. And he shows up.
You just now figuring that out? Yeah, he's always wanted everything to revolve around him.
He's going to show up like he's some kind of good luck charm, you know that. But moving right along, I heard the caller before me saying about Al Sharpton. Whenever I get on his show, I give you a shout-out, Mr. Ware,
Well, that's great.
for listening to his show through the buzz.
That's great.
That's all I do.
That's great.
And he says good things about you.
Yeah.
He says that you are a legend.
He's a good guy.
He said anything bad about you.
I need to get Sharpton on the show. He's always on MS Now in the mornings. It seems like every time I turn to MS Now, they got Sharpton in there as a guest. So, but I'll get him in here one day.
And I want to give a shout-out to Ray, because Ray got on the show the other day and said about the Democrats being lazy not to vote and everything. You're absolutely right, Ray. I mean, that's why we're in the mess we're in, because they don't want to vote. You know, it's a thing where, you know, they're going to catch an earful from the black Trump supporters that, nah, you don't need to vote. You don't need to vote. And if you need to vote, you need to vote for Trump. You know, and it's just crazy. But you're right about what you said about Social Security being reduced. Oh,
Yes.
man, I tell you, it's going to be scary. But
boy,
you know what?
People are going to hit the seal. If the Democrats were smart, they would pounce on this now as something to run on for the midterms. Maybe they're holding back to the general election. I don't know. But something needs to be done.
Well, moving right along, I want to praise you on the Sunday Soul Classic Sunday. I tell you, man, you scored a TKO playing Peebo Bryce's Field of Fire.
Oh, yeah, that's
You
one of
gave
my
him his
favorites.
props.
That's one of my favorites from Peebo.
And it's a sad case of the fact that Black History Month is here, and we lost him. We lost Clarence Carter. We lost Foster Silvers. And I'm still feeling the loss of Michael Jackson and Prince and Rick James. I mean, I keep their memories alive by listening and trying to request their songs and all. So I got a bunch of requests in the future and everything.
I know you do.
And a shout-out to your wife for inspiring me to come up with these fabulous requests. Shout-out to you, Mrs. Ware.
All right. Thanks for your call, Bill. Okay. Sharon does play some pretty good soul classics at the Walking Club. She lays them out there. She picks them up and put them down. Let me tell you. All right. Let's go to the news, and then we'll come back. 513-749-1230, Lincoln Ware, 1230, The Buzz.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
Officials are sharing the name of a man who died after a recent paragliding crash in Dearborn County, Indiana. The accident happened last Wednesday night with the paraglider coming down at a soccer complex in the town of West Harrison. 38-year-old paraglider Eric Holm of Norwood was taken from the scene to UC Medical Center, but later died. Cincinnati ranks high in a new survey from the folks at Wallet Hub. The personal finance website recently concluded a survey to determine the best cities in America for staycations. Wallet Hub looked at 41 key metrics from more than 180 cities in putting their list together. Factors considered included entertainment costs and the number of golf courses, amusement parks, and public beaches per capita. Cincinnati placed second on the list of best cities in America for taking a staycation. Orlando, Florida was number one. The Reds beat the Padres Tuesday night in 11 innings by a score of 5-3. The win ends a 5-game losing streak for Cincinnati. The Reds and Padres play the final game of their 3-game series today. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz, your official talk station.
It is official, you understand me?
1230 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And that building that caught fire up there in Price Hill, I believe, the high-rise apartment building. You see that building all the time, but I don't know, is it a nice building in there? It's right over there. It's called the Queen's Tower. Yeah, it's 16 floors. It's right there on Matson Place in East Price Hill. What kind of building is that? I mean, it looks like a real nice place to stay. It looks like you have a great view of the city. But I don't know. And the fire chief was on the scene last night. No one was injured, but they had a lot of smoke. Had a lot of smoke throughout the building there. So, McKinney was there on the scene. All right, let's go to Stevie O. Stevie O, how are you?
Good morning, Splodioti. No.
What's going on? Splodioti. What's up?
Hey, not too much, man. With it being Black History, Music History Month, I'm gonna highlight a local group that actually got some national artists that sampled their music, but didn't, they didn't really get the major blow up that they should, and that was 24 Karat Black. I don't know.
I remember them. I remember 24 Karat Black. Yeah.
Yeah, my sister used to be in that group.
Okay.
She sang the song "Ghetto's Misfortune's Wealth," which was sampled by Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
Jill Scott actually redid it with Common, and Eric B. and Rakim did a version of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to give them a highlight. Some of them went on to be members of Shotgun.
Okay. Yeah, I remember. Do you remember the Python Band?
I don't remember that. I remember the Italians.
Yeah, the Italians.
Right.
Yeah, the Python Band. They traveled with a real live python snake.
No kidding.
And at the end of the show, one of the members would wrap the python around his arm, and the python would raise his head. He'd stand straight up, and they would close out the show, and the python be up there. Man, I said, this is a crazy.
Yeah,
but they had a prop that you couldn't refuse there. Unbelievable.
What was the other brother? It was another H. Bomb Ferguson used to.
Oh yeah, H. Bomb. I remember H. Bomb Ferguson. I remember him. Yeah.
And a million wigs.
Oh boy, he looked a hot mess with those wigs on.
Yeah, and also just right now with the climate, man, and these people who are still black maggots, they a part of the new FBI, I would call it, and that stands for foolish, black, and ignorant.
Ooh, boy.
They go after all of you sucker black maggots.
Yeah.
Curtis Wells, you know the list.
Yeah, we know the list. Curtis, Ponytail Wells, Too Sweet, Twin, Ron Dula, LG, and did I leave anybody out? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna write a list of everybody's names so I don't leave anybody out when I start running through those names.
Hey, they'll show up and claim their spot.
Oh boy, unbelievable! All right,
but you have a good day, brother. Shout out to my sisters Violet and Beverly, my brother-in-law Matt, and y'all have a good day, brother.
All right, Stevie O, thanks for your call. All right, 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you, and when he said Spodioti, it makes me think of that commercial, drinking wine, Spodioti.
Now, what is a Spodioti, Mr.
I have
Ware?
no idea. I have no idea.
Might know.
It's just a term that I used to hear with the wine commercial, drinking wine, Spodioti, drinking wine.
Okay.
I don't know. But, you ever think about some of the old drinks people used to drink, like Morgan David wine, like, let's see, what else? Ripple wine. Jeez. Ripple, and then you had your Orange Up. You had the MD Double 20.
MD 2020.
MD 2020?
Yeah.
Well, we used to say double 20.
Oh.
2020, double 20. Okay.
You threw me off when you said double 20.
Yeah, 2020 was on the bottle, but when we did the
Okay.
commercial, we said double 20. MD double 20.
Mad Dog. I never
Mad
drunk
Dog.
it, but I've heard of it.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
And I've only heard of Ripple. I think it was on Fred Sanford.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Fred used to always talk about Ripple. Yes. But they had some crazy drinks back in the day. Tom Collins. Anybody ever order Tom Collins anymore? I think it was like a Sprite and vodka or gin or something like that. I'm not sure. Somebody will tell me. Trust me. somebody will call and tell me or put it up on YouTube. But
Call in, you alcoholics.
Wild Irish Rose. Remember that drink?
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Yeah. Wild Irish Rose. Oh, boy. Slow Gin Fizz. Yeah. Bally High. Unbelievable. But yeah, back in the day, they had some strange names for drinks. And, yeah. But the Orange Up, we used to try to, somebody would buy it for us when we was in high school, that Orange Up, it had orange juice and vodka right there in the bottle. And, yeah, we used to hit that a few times in high school. Oh, yeah.
Sheesh, Lincoln
Yeah,
Ware.
I know it. Champale, Thunderbird. Oh, boy, what's the word? Thunderbird. What's the price? 30 twice.
I remember those commercials, man. Those are some of the best commercials. I was way too young to drink at that time, but I remember those commercials.
Yeah. And back in the day, the Little Kings had a power punch to them, too. They kind of watered down, it seems like now. They're not the same Little Kings as they used to be. Maybe one of these breweries will bring back the Little Kings with a little more punch to it. But some of these home brews here around town, they can have as much, 8, 10% alcohol in, Forget about 6%. They might have 12%. Jeez. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh. All right. But, yeah, I forgot about that Thunderbird. What's the word? Thunderbird. All right. 513. Oh, yeah, Schlitz Malt Liquor. Do you remember that? Man.
Well, black folks knew how to act in those commercials, man.
And remember Manna Chevis. You remember, who was that? What was the actor? Oh, my God. He played with Diana Ross. No, that was somebody else. Manna Chevis was somebody else. I think that was, I don't know. I can't remember who it was, but they had some crazy drinks and crazy commercials. You're right, back in the day. Man, they were crazy. Crazy, crazy. Billy D. Williams is who I'm thinking of. Yeah, Billy D. Williams. Anyway, all right. 513-749-1230. Donald Trump is having a super PAC fundraiser the day before he's having his UFC fight. And people around here, we cry about $100 per person fundraiser. They're having $1 million per person fundraiser. $1 million per person fundraiser. That's just mad. That's just sickening. I just can't believe it. $1 million a person.
Yeah, there's a reason why he cut taxes for those millionaires and billionaires.
Yeah, and now he's collecting.
It's time to call in those favors.
Yeah. It's for these super PACs where you see all these crazy commercials coming in there going against the Democrats. That's where that money comes from, things like this. That's where it comes from. $1 million person fundraiser. Just think, 20 people there, you got $20 million. Is that crazy or what? And he'll get probably 100 people. to show up and pay that $1 million just to kiss the ring of Donald Trump. Just to kiss the ring of Donald Trump. They'll pay it. It's crazy at the things that's going on in this country at this time. Let's take a break and then we'll come back. Lincoln Ware, 1230, The Buzz.
Every weekday, 1230 The Buzz has you covered. Let's go! With news, entertainment, and information. Starting at 6 a.m. Set your alarm.
Somebody mentioned Boone's Farm in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Boone's Farm. Boone's Farm. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just thinking of that stuff makes me sick now. God.
I forgot about Billy D. Williams.
Yeah, yeah.
What was
Coke 45, I think. Coke 45.
He'd be so smooth with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Coke 45. Get you a Coke 45. I thought that was the greatest thing on earth.
Yeah.
And I was way too young to drink, so that was funny.
Yep. Billy D. Billy D. Williams. They got old Jane Kennedy on Tamron Hall. She's still looking good. Still looking good. Jane Kennedy. I wouldn't tell anybody that you still drink Strawberry Hill Boone's, Edward. I wouldn't tell anybody that.
Yeah, somebody had it in. Yeah, Coke 45 works every time. That's what it was. I'll tell you, it's just so nostalgic, man, to think about the stuff that we grew up with, you know?
Yeah.
It just, I tell you, man, the times. But
Glenn Gray, yes, you're late. I'm late. When did Lincoln interview Shauna Murphy?
Oh, you're very late.
Yes, you are. How about Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Tony Robinson says, stop lying. Jane Kennedy looks washed. Oh, she's like almost 80 years old. She looks good.
Yeah, she looks great.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Let me see. How old is Jane Kennedy? Huh? Okay, she's 62, but that's what it says here.
Really?
I think she's got to be older than that.
I thought she was older than that.
She's got to be. Wait, let's see. How old is former sportscaster Jane Kennedy? Let's see if this is the right one. They may have given me another Jane Kennedy. Jane Kennedy, television person, actress, model. Okay, that's her. She is 75. She's 75. She was born in 1951.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Well, she'll be 50. She'll be 75 in October. She's 74 now. She is 74.
Yeah, I saw recent photos, and she looks great.
Yeah, she looks good for 74. Yeah. Okay, somebody put it up there. Jane Kennedy, born, and thank you, Lindsay. But I had the number before I looked up. But yeah, she looks good for her age. Okay,
I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them, but I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
We are the keepers of the wild.
America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
Giving voice to the community. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station.
.30 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. It is Wednesday, and coming up this Saturday, I'm going to have a great time. I'll be out there at the, I guess it's the New Jerusalem Baptist Church is having a big event, and along with the Laborers Local 265 Retiree Club will be there. And we in the studio with me, Joe Mahan. Joe Mahan. Joe, welcome to the show. How you doing today?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate being here.
Now, tell us, how did you guys get involved with the church and the big event at CityLink this coming Saturday?
Well, we're with the Laborers Local 265 Retiree Club, and we're hosting our car show event this weekend.
Okay. All right. I love those car shows. What type of cars do you have there?
There's all kind of, we have classic cars. We have a couple of modern cars. We have like a 23 Corvette Stingrays. So there's a variety of different cars that's going to be there. Some cool cars.
Yeah, I know, man. All those cars, you know. What's the oldest car you think might be there?
I know one of our members, I can't tell you, but I know one of them has a 69 Camaro that's really cool.
69 Camaro, man.
And
probably
then,
a super
there's
sport.
a 65 Mustang, I think we got.
Okay.
So a variety of different different cars.
You got any Cadillacs in the group there?
You know, I might have one.
Okay.
But I'm not for sure about that.
Yeah, it's going to be a great event. A lot of resources for people. Of course, CityLink. Now, tell us a little bit about the Laborers Local 265 Retiree Club. How did that start?
Well, it's pretty cool. You know, we this is a fundraiser for our retirees, and we'll all do different events. We'll go out to lunch. Just something that we all can do to just see people that we haven't seen for years, just doing different events with each other.
All right, Jeff Durden, how are you? You're with the group also. What's your part in this?
Well, I'm the vice president and Joe's the president, and we just want everybody to come out and have a good time. It's a free fundraiser for the community, and we just want people to come out.
All right. Now, I'm going to have some people from New Jerusalem coming in later on in the week to tell us more about this whole event, but it sounds like it's going to be a great event, and a lot of people will be there, a lot of resources for people and things like that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we have vendors, we have food trucks. We'll have 50-50 raffle, split the pot, and plenty of good food, and it's free for the family. We'll have a kids event where the kids will, we have a room where the kids can go in, color books. We got little footballs for them and different things like that for them.
All right. And I know the church is doing a lot down there, too. So it's just going to be a big day of a lot of fun and entertainment and things like that. Someone says Local 265 was the sponsor of my son's baseball team back in the late 80s and 90s.
Yeah. They had a lot of championships.
Yeah. That's what you'd always hear about Local 265 playing somewhere. You guys did sponsor a lot of teams back in the day.
Yes.
All right.
They
Now-
always do a lot for the community. They're always involved.
Do you have the address of CityLink down there? Anybody have the address? It's right down there on, I think it's Bank Street or.
Well,
no, we don't have that address.
Yeah, I can't. We'll pass along the address or listen to it's on the commercials. So that's coming up. But anyway, it's going to be a great event. Want to invite everybody to come out. The weather's going to be nice. No chance of rain on Saturday.
Great.
So it will be a great day for a car show and everything else that's going on Saturday. I think things start around noon, 11 or noon, and it's going to be great all day long down at CityLink.
Yes.
Well, our car show will be located at 3457 Montgomery Road in Evanston.
That's where you guys will.
Yeah, that's where we're
gonna
going to
be.
be at,
Okay.
and we're in Evanston.
Okay.
We're located right across from the old St. Mark's Church and Cemetery.
Okay, St. Mark's, yes.
And some people, they know our building as the Tom A. Moore Building.
Yes, Thomas Moore. I know his son, and I know his granddaughters and everybody. So Tom A. Moore. Now, how long you've had this car show going?
We've been organizing this since February. It's been about 5 months.
This is your first year for doing it, though?
Correct.
Yeah.
This is the first annual car show.
Okay, all right. The first, all right. So, I mean, people love to see those old classic cars, and those guys keep them in tip-top shape. They're always in tip-top shape, inside and out, and a lot of them, they didn't try to change anything on them. They look just like they did when they were new.
You'll see a lot of these fellas, they'll bring their cleaning buckets and their white rags and everything, and they'll drive it from their house to the car show, and they'll be wiping them all down before everybody gets there, just so they're all shiny and clean and everything else.
Oh, man.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're going to have a few motorcycles also there.
Okay. All right, now some of these motorcycles, they have them tricked out big time.
Yeah.
Lights everywhere. They look like Christmas trees driving down the street. Christmas trees on the street. But anyway, your union. Tell us a little bit about the laborers union. What mainly do they do? Tell us a little bit about the laborers union. What type of jobs do they do? Just regular laborers jobs, I guess.
Yeah, just regular laborers. They do bridge work, concrete,
okay.
demolition. They do it all, really.
Okay. All right.
Jeff and I worked together for years out at Fernald.
Right.
Okay.
And we were a big part of the demolition with that project out there.
Yes. Okay. All right. Laborers Union 265. Remember that? Tom A. Moore Building right there in Evanston on Montgomery Road. That building's been there quite a while there.
Yeah.
Thomas A. Moore Building. That's where they have a lot of politicians show up there, too.
Yes, sir.
During the campaign season. They have a lot of events there.
That's right.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you both for joining me. And
Thanks for having us, Lincoln.
No problem. Anytime you had something to say there,
thanks,
Joe?
Lincoln. I'd just like to, there's some important people that really participated in this, and our business manager, Justin Phillips, I'd just like to give him a shout out and thanks for all of his support. And our office manager, Marshall Ruff, she was really a big part of organizing a lot of the vendors and car participants. And also, Jeff and I like to thank the retirees that's going to help in this event because they've been a big part of us organizing this and making sure this goes. And it's a great show.
Will you have information on how people can get into the union and stuff like that?
Yeah, all they have to do is stop by, see Marshall. She'll sign them up. I think it's the third Thursday of the month, I believe.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's when it's walk-in. You're allowed to walk in and sign up, and they'll get you set up.
Well, it looks like you guys are going to be busy with this bridge coming up.
Yeah.
Hope you guys get in on some of that action.
Yeah, me too. We don't really know too much about that. We retired, but
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
but pretty much, I'm pretty sure they're going to.
Oh yeah, definitely, because there's going to be a lot of work going on with that bridge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the barge is already set up and everything, so
they're ready. They're ready to get busy.
Yeah, they're ready to go. We'll have a lot of laborers down there, and that'll be a really good for the community and all of us being a part of that.
There's a lot of money to be made.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
say that. A lot of money to be made. All right. Well, thank you both for joining me. We appreciate it. Saturday, and that'll be out at the Thomas A. Moore Building on Montgomery. What's the address on Montgomery Road?
3457 Montgomery Road.
Okay.
Zip code 45207.
All right. Right there in the heart of Evanston.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you both for joining me. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Let's take a break, and I'll see you at the car show, 12:30, The Buzz.
Cincinnati. Want to stay plugged in with 1230 The Buzz and get the inside scoop sent to your phone? From exclusive contests and cash giveaways to breaking news and can't miss events, we're keeping you connected all day long. Join the 1230 The Buzz text club right now by texting BUZZ to 23845. Get instant updates on local news, community events, special guests, hot topics, and chances to win prizes before anyone else. If it's happening in the city, you'll hear it from The Buzz first. Cash, contests, conversations, and community. All in the palm of your hand. Text BUZZ to 23845 and stay connected with the station bringing you real talk and real voices every single day. 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
It's not just a holiday, it's a triumph over one of our darkest moments in American history. On Friday, June 19th, celebrate true freedom at the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center's annual Juneteenth Jubilee. Start your day with Opal's Walk for Freedom, a walk commemorating Dr. Opal Lee's advocacy to make Juneteenth a federal holiday. Then enjoy live music, food, family-friendly activities, and more. Plus, free admission. June 19th, thanks to the Fifth Third Foundation. Learn more and plan your visit at freedomcenter.org.
Don't miss the 39th annual Cincinnati Juneteenth Festival.
Man, somebody did a great job voicing that commercial. I have no idea who
Let
that
me hear
was.
it. Let me hear it. I didn't hear it.
Oh, no, the one
Too late.
before this one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, well.
What was it about? I didn't see.
That guy's a legend. I tell you, he just sounds so great on commercials. That's all I know. That's all I know.
Let me get it. So we can't play during a commercial. We can't play regular music anymore, even with the commercials.
What do you mean?
Like if I wanted to put theme from Shaft or something behind the commercial. Soulville by Isaac Hayes behind the commercial. I can't do that now. And it's on YouTube.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you could probably put whatever you want. I would probably have to put it in like what we're doing now. We rarely hear commercials anyway.
Yeah,
because we're
true.
usually talking the people live.
I'm usually talking to the folks on YouTube.
Yeah, so.
Oh, shoot. I meant to call the First Lady. Damn. I bet you the break is almost over, isn't it?
You got 2 minutes.
Okay.
I'm sure you can get it done in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
With no complaint.
Cut me off.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it, so can you.
For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Laura, the guys really went to town on that leg of lamb.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
Something's wrong. I know you too well.
Jim's company is cutting his salary, and he may even get laid off. He doesn't think we'll be able to afford the mortgage.
Oh, Laura.
If you think you may be in danger of foreclosure, call the National Foundation for Credit Counseling at 866-687-6322 or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. That's mortgagehelpnow.org. This has been a public service from the NFCC.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
Did you miss something? Catch the rebroadcast. Do it again. For the full schedule, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WD. I'm going to write some words to this instrumental right here. 1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. Yeah, we got some hiccups for Saturday's walk at the walking club, but we'll give you more details before Saturday for sure. They're having this big kids fest out at Winton Woods, and they have like 5,000 kids out there. They got the whole thing blocked off, and it's going to be a big deal. So I don't know. We'll figure it out between now and Friday. Trust me, we will figure it out. All right, I'm hungry. I got a taste for some catfish nuggets.
And some chitlins.
No chitlins. No chitlins. What you got cooking today, Dukester?
Hey, what's up, Lincoln, and happy Senior Citizen Day, Buzz listeners. It's Wednesday, June the 10th, and to say it's going to be a very hot day today would be an understatement. That's why it's important that you conserve your energy and refrain from being in the kitchen. Instead, stop in at the Dukes and have a great lunch or dinner. Dine in or carry out. You're going to love your meal. And don't forget, this Friday, we're featuring our social night. We're playing Tonk, Spades, and Bid Whist from 7 until 11. It's free, with free parking, and it's BYOB. Now, here's what's on the Dukes' menu for today. Starting off with our baked chicken with cornbread dressing and green beans. Or come on by for a tender meatloaf with mashed potatoes and gravy and fried corn. We're also featuring our honey barbecue chicken wings with coleslaw and onion rings. But my pick for today is our tender catfish nuggets with fries and coleslaw. Folks, if you get a chance, stop on by and see me today. I'd love to meet you and show you what we got to offer. In the meantime, have a great day, and we'll talk to you later, Lincoln.
All right, sounds good to me. Somebody on YouTube just put up there, when will the Dukester bring food down to the Buzz?
Well, it won't be today. That's
no,
for sure.
I know it won't be today.
It's too hot out there.
But surprise us one day, Dukester.
I most certainly
with some
will,
of that,
Lincoln.
Great food
you
up
can
there.
eat it on air.
Oh, yeah.
And,
oh, yeah, you know.
Facebook it.
All right, there you go. All right, Dukester, we'll talk to you.
All right, take care.
All right, that's the Dukester right there in the Summit Plaza on Reading Road.
You are a lucky man to have your chitlins delivered
Oh,
right here.
boy.
And you
No.
get to eat them on air, Mr. Ware.
I hope he does not bring any chitlins down here to the station. No. Well, we'll give them all to you. Let you pack up a little box and take home.
Listen, I don't eat pork anymore, but when I was little growing up, yes, I have eaten chitlins. Yes. and they were good, too. I'm not going to lie. They were good.
Well, if you think the intestines of a pig are good,
Listen,
you think,
Lincoln,
yes.
when you're poor, you got to do what you got to do.
Do you
When grow
realize
up
what
poor.
has passed through those intestines?
When you're poor and you're a little kid, you don't think about what's going through the intestines.
And maybe they didn't clean them like they should have. So can you imagine what
Well,
you're eating?
My mother was doing the cleaning and the cooking, so I trusted her back then. She kept me fed, and look where I am now.
Oh boy, I see.
Look at me now, Mr.
3X,
Ware.
wearing a 3X shirt.
Oh, you're so funny, Mr. Ware. Speaking of 3X shirts, I still don't have my walking club shirt.
The first lady is listening now. She needs to put that shirt in my backpack.
Boy, I tell you.
And then I won't forget it.
It's so It's so nice to be top of mind.
I'll
Mr.
tell
Ware.
Maya to remind her. Maya is looking at me on the screen now. She said, "You're talking to Mimi on the TV."
Aww.
Oh, boy. Let's go to Beth. Beth, what's on that feeble mind of yours? Not just joking. How you doing today?
You came in with it, didn't you? Listen, you know what? Let me ask you this, Lincoln, before I get to my question. Say like you're a social butterfly, and if you went to visit someone and their house smelled like chitlins, even though they weren't cooking them, would that continue to be a friend of yours, or would you say, like, and chop it up with them?
Oh, my God.
Legitimate questions, Lincoln. I'm just asking.
I mean, they would still. I wouldn't just diss them as a friend, but I probably wouldn't eat anything from over there.
And would you visit? I mean, would that be your last visit? Because you know it gets in your clothes, in your hair.
There's a way to cook chitlins without the smell.
I ain't asked you nothing, Terrence. I'm talking to Lincoln right now.
There's a way to cook chitlins without. Well, I'm inserting myself into this conversation.
Terrence, this has absolutely nothing to do with you.
Do not discourage Lincoln Ware from visiting my home, okay?
But, I don't know. I probably wouldn't stay long, maybe, but I don't think I would just say, you're no longer my friend because your house smells like chitlins. I don't think I would just diss them like that.
Okay. I mean, I'm just asking because if you're not cooking them, but your house reeks like they're in the paint, then, how long could you stay?
Yeah.
I mean, so what would your time limit be?
Maybe 15 minutes.
Okay, just enough for the smell to soak into your clothes? Okay, I got you.
I don't know. I don't know how long it takes for it to get into your clothes.
About 3?
3 minutes. Now, and it's just like I hate to buy the Alabama fish.
Yeah.
I hate to buy that and then you take it home and put it in your car. It takes
you forget about it.
I know it. I just, oh my God. Yeah.
You have to get your car detailed after that.
After that. I know it. I know.
But you're right.
That's horrible.
You're right.
Yeah.
But my question to you is Sunday Soul Classics. I would like to hear your favorite group if you have these in your repertoire. That is Shaky Ground or Glass House. If you have those two.
Okay.
Either one of those will be good.
All righty.
And one other question I do have for you: did you ever hear about the case in Texas regarding another student stabbing? The white boy's name is Kason Allison, and they were just doing comparisons this morning as opposed to Karmelo Anthony. Kason Allison, he said earlier before he stabbed his kid to death at school, he said, "I would like to see him on life support because they're saying like it's might be something of premeditation because he and this other student, they had gotten into an altercation before, and he eventually stabbed him to death."
Well, one guy was Hispanic, wasn't he? And the other guy was a white guy, right?
Yes, Ramirez was a student that was killed. And Allison got 10 years, and it was called negligent homicide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was like a premeditation because like I said,
they were in the bathroom. They were in the bathroom at the school.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And they were just saying, the way it read, like if you've had these previous encounters, and you're saying what you would like to do to him compared to Karmelo. And they didn't have any previous alter. You know what I mean? And that's what they're saying. So they're definitely trying to get this appeal. But in this country, it will always be different sides of judges, no matter what. Yeah. No matter what. It's always going to be that. But anyway, Lincoln, but thank you so much for taking the call. Appreciate it. That's all I wanted.
Thanks for your call, Beth. Let's move along. 513-749-1230. Looks like Mustafa. Mustafa, how are you?
Hey, doing well. Well, I won't be at the game, so the Knicks should win tonight.
So what now?
Everything. Trump won't be at the game tonight. So
No, he won't be. Yeah, so yeah, they might win tonight. I would hope he would show up tonight, but he's not. They let the fences stay up, so maybe he might pop in on them. You know, they've got those underground tunnels up under there. I don't know why they couldn't just slip him in there and without you shutting down everything for those fans. It was just horrible how they had to move him to Central Park and do all that stuff. And it just lost the vibe of the whole New York scene. And they could have slipped Trump in there and without doing all that other stuff.
You know, that was about as bad as when he came here and traffic was snarled. You know, I was, my job excused it, but I was, it took us an hour and a half to get to work. We were an hour and a half late getting to work. You know, so anytime he show up, man. And they deserve to go to the game too, but when you need that type of roadblocks and protection, watch the TV somewhere. Watch the game somewhere else, really. Because he just inconvenienced 50,000 people.
Yeah.
And more. Plus, in New York, I'm sure probably about 4 or 5 million were inconvenienced.
Oh, yeah. I can't imagine the traffic jams around Madison Square Garden where they had it all blocked off. I bet you people will. It's illegal to blow horns in New York, but I know some horns were being blown yesterday.
Well, you know, that's how inconsiderate he is. That's how inconsiderate he is. But, you know, we have people who support him, and when they support him, they support that. And everything this buffoon do, you know, it's a reflection of their thought pattern.
Yeah. Well, we know Trump cares about no one else. We know this. He don't care about you, your inconvenience, your financial situation, anything like that. He's never been poor enough to feel the pain of people who are not rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, brother. That's all I got. I'll catch you later.
Thanks for your call, Mustafa. All right.
With a name like Mustafa, I'm sure he doesn't eat chitlins.
Oh, no. All right, let's take a break, and we'll come back. But he eats a lot of bean pies, I bet you. 12:30, The Buzz.
Bringing you the stories that go beyond the headlines. The Tavis Smiley Show.
Oh, boy.
Somebody called in and said, you know, if you put an onion, if you cook chitlins with an onion,
they won't smell.
Yeah, it'll absorb the smell. But my mom used to cook it with a potato, white potato. Just drop a whole white potato in there, and it would absorb the smell.
Really?
Yep. You smell nothing, absolutely nothing.
Wow.
But before that, man, you had to clear the house. You had to clear it.
See, that right there would be enough for me not to want to eat any. I mean, there.
Listen, before when it was smelling real bad, I didn't want to eat it. But then once she learned to cook it without the smell, and she just tasted it, put some hot sauce on it, that was my first time. But I haven't eaten chitlins. I haven't eaten pork in like 35 years.
Whew.
So I was a kid back then. Like I said, we grew up poor. We didn't have a choice. They came in a 5-gallon bucket, Lincoln, the chitlins, and they were cheap. You know, it is what it is, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
5-gallon bucket of chitlins.
Yep.
$3.99. Do I have enough time to fix some tea?
Yeah, you got time.
I do? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
In deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louis found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louis has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louis.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-569-4435. 800-569-4435. 800-569-4435.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
From the people who brought you It's the Dog Park comes
It's a hot spot on your dog's leg. But the internet says you can treat it at home. You're not sure though, 'cause now it's oozing.
Protect your dog from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Ooh, he's licking it. Super gross, dude.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms.
Early childhood is a time of great growth and development. Northern Kentucky's CAC Head Start provides
there.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
You're listening to The Lincoln Ware Show.
Unbelievable.
On your talk and information station, 1230 The Buzz.
.1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon, and we've got a lot going on. I was happy to hear Serena won her doubles tennis match there. Yeah, Serena won. So maybe this gives her a little incentive to go on into the next one, singles, you know. She could do the singles now. But she looks like she's ready to go. She's fit and slim and trim, and I hope she's still got the speed and strength. If she's still got those two, she's good to go. We will see. All right. Let's go to James. James, how are you?
All right, sir. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
Good, good, good. You always, every time I listen to you, I listened to you yesterday because I was at work, but today I'm off. But as soon as I turn the radio on, you always talk about something I already think about.
That's a good thing that we're in tune with you,
yes,
James.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You said, I was just thinking about what he's talking about. That's what I try to do. I try to get in the minds of the listeners.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When you were talking about the beer and stuff like that we were drinking back in the day.
Yes.
You didn't mention Crazy Horse. Yeah, we had 8 Ball, and was it not MD 2020? 100 point something like it was. I forgot it was another one we had always drink. But when you mentioned Thunderbird, I remember Thunderbird back in the day when I went to Rithrow. We all, anybody that's listening right now, we all went to Rithrow. We all at lunchtime we all went to the railroad tracks. It was a store down the railroad tracks called Bill. It's like Bill Pony Cake.
Mm-hmm.
So all we had to do was go there and get our Thunderbird, Rose, whatever.
Really? And he was he was selling it to you. He was selling it to you guys as teenagers.
Yeah. What he'll do, he'll charge us not the price of what it is.
Yeah.
He'll charge us more.
Okay, yeah, double.
That's how he did.
If I'm gonna break the law,
anybody
I'm
know
gonna get paid.
We all know about the railroad tracks and Bill Pony Cake. And that was the spot right there for us at lunchtime. We get our drink on, then we go back to school.
All right, that sounds like Kennedy Heights and Silverton down at Foster's by the railroad tracks.
Oh yeah, I remember Foster's. Yeah,
Yes.
I remember Foster. Yeah,
Yes.
Foster's. Yeah, we are. I remember hanging up there too with because I live right there in between Madisonville and Kennedy Heights, so I
Okay.
know. Yeah, Foster's was the spot too.
Yes. All right. Hey, James, I'm glad I could. I was in your head. I'm glad I was in your head. Thanks for your call.
All right, buddy.
All right. All right. 513-749-1230. And, yeah, some of those old drinks, I mean, some of them are still around. But when you were a kid, though, the regular, soda pop, the pops, Barks root beer or cream soda was my favorite drink. Give me a Barks cream soda, and I'm good to go. I'm good to go. The old Barks. You remember those? Of course, they didn't have that down in Alabama.
Of course they had it in Alabama,
Barks?
Mr.
They
Ware.
had Barks? They did?
Of course they did.
I didn't know that.
You think we just a one-horse town with one horse and one buggy and... Anyway, did you put ice cream with your cream soda?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. And moon pie. Did they have moon pies down there?
Yes, sir. Yes, we did, Mr.
Well,
Ware.
see, when I was down in Georgia, it was a moon pie and the I forgot the orange high. It was something like high something orange. I can't think of the name of the.
Wasn't High C, was it?
Not High C. Knee high.
Yeah, I remember those.
Knee high. Yeah, there you go. All right.
Yeah, we had snacks in Alabama.
Okay,
Mr.
I
Ware.
didn't know.
Okay, yeah, there we
I didn't
go.
know if y'all
All
had
right.
snacks in Alabama. Barks was the one in the Hussman snacks. Okay. Hussman potato chips. I remember them. They're still around, I think. Yeah. All right, let's go to Ponytail Wells. Ponytail Wells, how you doing?
Man, you know what? We got some serious issues as black people. I'm going to criticize you a little bit because you could do better, and black folks need to hear that. Before you get mad at me, Minister Farrakhan used to criticize black folks. Malcolm X got at black folks. MLK got at black folks about doing better. Marcus Garvey, Frederick Douglass got at black folks about doing better. So don't say, well, it's the miseducation of the Negro. Carter G. Woodson, he criticizes black folks for underserving black people. So when I criticize black folks, most of the best black leaders held black folks accountable first before they got at institutions harming black people.
When have you served? What have you done to serve one black person? What have you done?
If I should do that, and I said what was my advice, I'm getting ready to do it right now. I'm going to show you something right now. Have you ever met Jill Mayer? She was the president and CEO of the Cincinnati Business Chamber. Did you ever meet her?
No, I don't think I did.
Jill Mayer.
I don't think
Okay,
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay, but Laura Mitchell came on the show several times, right?
Yes.
Okay. When she was appointed superintendent, when Rona stepped down in May of 2017, I attempted to have a phone call with her.
Okay.
She rebuffed me. All right.
Why did she? She must have had a good reason to rebuff you, Ponytail Wells.
No, because I was going to give her some game and hold her accountable, just like Alton
I would have rebuffed you too.
Wait, hold a second.
Look, this is before she stepped down or after?
No, this is who? Which one?
Laura Mitchell. Laura Mitchell, yes.
She was appointed in May, and I tried to get a conversation with her in June to have a conversation, and she wouldn't do it. She was transitioned from one position as a deputy superintendent to full superintendent.
Okay.
She wouldn't accept my phone call.
I don't blame her.
Okay, I'm going to give you – hold on a second. Remember this time when Milton Mahoney asked you, Mr. Ware, have you seen Mr. Wells? And he was the city manager with Mallory.
I've interviewed him many times, but I can't recall him asking me, had I talked to you. I don't remember that.
No. You said it on the air. You mentioned it one time. Why do you think the city manager would ask some guy who's crazy, Wells will know the city manager says,
like I said, I don't recall him ever asking about you. I don't recall that.
Well, look, I'm gonna get some victories right now for the community on transparency. You just had 265 in the studio about some Corvette show. Okay, fine, community engagement. After we got off the phone with that guy named Daryl Waldo Ridgeway, and I probably know his people. There were some Ridgeways in Avondale 50 years ago. Ridgeway, I may know your people because they used to hang out at the community center over there on Ridgeway and Blair.
Get to the point.
I called and had about Wait a minute. I had a call and had a 30-minute conversation with James Inskeep, the president of Local 265. He's been there, the president, like the last 5 years. He came up. He said, we talked for about 30 minutes almost about where Local 265 is on the wrong side of black people's business. And they gave $10,000 to Alicia Reese's campaign.
Okay, and what's wrong with that?
No, no.
Unions donate to campaigns all the time. Now, what is wrong with them donating to a black woman's campaign? You always got an angle there when it comes to a black woman.
No. You're an operative because what white people have figured out.
How am I an operative? You just throw stuff out there. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Wait a minute. I'm the one counting numbers and dates and naming people, so please, my timeline is never something that's fantasy.
No, yes, it is.
You talk to a real one right now.
It's fantasy. Everything you say is a fantasy.
Let me respond. This has been an approach with the Dems. Put a black woman out there, so if she gets criticism, so I say, bruh, support the sister. No, hold the sister. She's a sister. She should accept the accountability on the criticism. If she's a sister, she would accept it and go like, you know what? Black man's being honest with me.
What do you have to criticize about? What are you criticizing about?
Well, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. Like I told Ms. Bruner about the Port Authority, which was so we can go back in our BPM. Basically, the Port Authority, Alicia Reese voted for it.
Okay.
The city had to accept the Port Authority as a joint between the county and the city and a number of seats. She was on the city council because you don't have to do a Port Authority. The city has to agree to do a Port Authority.
Well, the city agreed. The city agreed. She was one vote out of 9.
How many people have migrated to the county where there's oversight? Where she was on one political subdivision, now she's on the other in the joint agency? Look, that's almost unheard of in the state of Ohio. You go show me somewhere else where somebody that was on the board that initiated, and then 20 years later she's on the other oversight.
And what's wrong with that? I think that's very savvy, very smart. I mean, you just have a problem with black women. Let's just end it right there. Thanks for your call. News coming up right here on 1230 The Buzz.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
A Deer Park woman is pleading guilty to charges in the shooting of her 12-year-old son. The incident happened on January 26th of 2025 at a location on Glenway Avenue. Reports say that Briesha Stroud shot the boy and then turned the gun on herself. He suffered injuries that investigators describe as catastrophic. She pled guilty yesterday to a charge of attempted murder and will be sentenced at a later date. An estimated 150 residents of an East Price Hill apartment building were evacuated overnight. Fire sent folks at the 16-story Matson Place building outside to safety. No one was hurt, and there's been no word on the cause of the fire. Officials are sharing the name of a man who died after a recent paragliding crash in Dearborn County, Indiana. The incident happened last Wednesday night with the paraglider coming down at a soccer complex in the town of West Harrison. 38-year-old paraglider Eric Holm of Norwood was taken from the scene to UC Medical Center and later died. The Reds beat the Padres Tuesday night in 11 innings by a score of 5-3. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The voice of the community. We are 1230 AM The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln, I think I'm going to sign up for tap dancing lessons. I mean, for real. I know this is no joke. I am going to sign up for tap dancing lessons. Something I've always wanted to do. Ever since I was a little kid, I always wanted to tap dance. I used to look at Sammy Davis Jr. and those cats, but they're going to have it on Mondays instead of Wednesdays. Last time they had it on Wednesdays, and I couldn't do it because of the TV show. But now I can do it. I'm signing up. I'm going to get me some tap dance shoes, and I'm going to take some tap dance lessons. How about that? Huh? Uncle Lincoln, your bionic knee can't take that dancing. No, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. So I'm looking forward to that. Yes. And, I look at Gregory Hines, Sammy Davis Jr., those cats. Man, I just used to sit back and watch them. And what was the guy's name that used to tap dance with Shirley Temple? I can't think of his name. But, man, I used to look at that and say, boy, I wish I could do that. And now I'm going to get a chance to really learn the art of tap dancing. Oh, yeah. Somebody said, don't fall. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Lincoln, you probably tap danced pretty good when you called your wife back. Oh, my goodness. It was nothing like that. It was just we had to figure something out for the walking club. All right. But I will let you know. I will keep you updated on my tap dance lessons whenever we start. I don't think we start till July. But I will update you on my progress. Yes. And I've already got some practice in. I tap dance every day on this show. That's what some people say. Rick Jr., how are you?
How you doing? 2 quick points. If I was president to solve the Social Security problem right away, I would tax religion.
Tax religion? Oh, boy.
Tax religion. Right, that would solve it. Bingo, bango, better bing, better bang is done.
That's not going to happen.
Oh, okay, but that's what I would do. I would make it executive order. Okay?
Oh, boy.
I would pull a Trump. All right. Oh, and one more thing, then I'm gonna hang up because I don't want to piss off anybody. Texas, Texas is one of the few states that they can assign sentences by jury. Unheard of. What if that goes across the country? These people down here are crazy. Anyway.
What do you mean assigned sentences by jury? What do you mean?
Well, like that case yesterday, that young man that was sentenced 35 years, because he's only going to do half of that anyway. That sentence was assigned by that jury. That judge didn't do it. The sentence was done by a jury. That's very rare by state. Texas is one of the few weird states that can assign sentences by jury.
Mm. Well, what is it? The judge will throw some numbers out there, and they pick the number. How do they do that? How do they?
Well, I guess they brief them on the boundaries.
Well, somebody says from Texas, Brent says you can choose whether the judge or the jury gives you your sentence. So just like you can choose
I don't know about that.
Whether you have
I didn't hear
a bench trial or a jury, I guess you can choose whether you want them to give you a sentence or not. In his case, I don't know. I probably would have picked the judge to do my sentences. They were all white folks on the jury. I don't know whether I would have trusted them to give. Did they give him less time than he could get? I don't know.
Well, no. The boundary was from 5 years up to 99. So he could have got 99 years.
Well, then he got off easy then. Okay.
Right.
So.
Okay. All right. So forgive me. Let me get off here. I just had to pass that on, educate some folks.
So you say tax religion?
Yeah, tax religion.
Oh boy.
And hey, better beam, better bang, better boom, and then you don't have to worry about Social Security going BR.
Oh boy. All right.
Okay.
Thanks for your call. Unbelievable.
Boring.
Yeah. How do you fix Social Security? A lot of money that we're wasting could go into that pot for sure. And I think the time has come that we have to, all these countries we're giving aid to, we just got to cut back on that. I'm sorry. We got to cut back on it. Israel, you're one of them too. Israel, Ukraine. We just got to put the money. Somebody's got to come up with a fix for sure. For sure. And they need to start working on it now. And like I said, the Democrats need to bring this. This is hitting the. It's in the news, but they're not really talking about it like they should. And I think this will be something that the Democrats could hang on to going into the midterms. Something that the Democrats could use. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I can just imagine it's going to be an outrage from people. They're getting to that money now and they're not saying anything. It's okay. It's still coming in. But when that check stops, when half of that check is not coming in, that's when you're going to hear, I can't pay my rent. I can't buy food. They cut my Social Security. You're going to really hear it. And they might as well start working on it now. I'm telling you. Did you hear about the fight, the boxing match with words of Donald Trump and Stephen A. Smith? They're going at it. Stephen A. Smith, Trump said he had a low IQ. Oh, boy. This is out of from the Inquirer. It says President Donald Trump made headlines when he attended Game 3 of the NBA Finals on Monday. So what are his plans for Game 4? And they talked about him sitting in the suite. Trump wasn't rattled, at least not publicly. Boarding Air Force One after the game, he told reporters, I think it was mostly cheers. And this guy can lie to you, straight to you in your face when you saw what you saw, and he's going to try to convince you that you didn't hear and see what you saw. I think it was mostly cheers, is exactly what he said. So he can't tell the difference between boos and cheers. He can't tell the difference. He really thinks people like him. Yeah. So one thing for sure, Trump is not expected to be in attendance for Game 4 due to scheduling conflicts and obligations. And that's a good thing. How can you go to Game 3 and not go to your son's funeral? Your son's wedding. How can you not go to your son's wedding, but you can go to Game 3 and disrupt everything, inconvenience people, hurt businesses, and do all that, but you can't go to your son's wedding? Oh, Lord, here is a Trump apologist. We call Too Sweet a Trump apologist because he's always apologizing for Donald Trump. Too Sweet.
Okay, call me Mr. Apologist, man. Link, you mentioned about the issue of Social Security. Now, know dang on what, they've been talking about that for decades.
I know. Now they're going to have to put up or shut up.
And there have been suggestions like being a means test, depending on your wealth, you may only get a smaller percentage. There's been talk about increasing the age a little bit more. So there have been some ideas that's been floating. And if you remember, you probably remember this conversation we had. Remember when George Walker Bush, brought up the idea of putting a little bit of it in the market and people hit the roof?
Yeah, I do remember
that. So there's been
conversations
about it, but both sides, they just ain't dealing with it for whatever reason.
They act like they're afraid to deal with it.
Well, it's supposed to be taboo when you bring it up. They worried about votes and all that kind of stuff, but eventually something got to give. But look, I always heard it's going to be 20% if they get to that deadline. That they're going to cut 20% from I didn't hear that. That 1/3.
I heard that, but 20% would be a bite for a lot of people. That'd be a big bite.
But I think eventually they're gonna get to it. They're gonna wait till the last damn minute as usual.
Yep. It'll be the 12th hour, and Congress will be there waiting to vote on it and send it to the president.
But like they said back in the day, it was maybe 20 or 30 workers for every one person that collected Social Security back then. It was 20 workers. Now it's damn near like 1 or 2 workers.
But
every person that collected.
But I did hear along the way that they took some of that Social Security money and used it for something else.
Yep.
Did you? So
it was in the 90s.
Yeah.
They went in there and took some duckies out of there and did some other crazy stuff with it.
So, that's something they have to look at, too.
That cycle back when you came with the other way when New York lost, you put that on Trump.
Yeah.
So you believe that?
Yeah.
So you telling me the fact that, we've been talking, the fact that not OKC, but San Antonio began to attack the paint. They also had less turnovers, and they got physical is why they won that damn game. And if they do the same thing tonight, they'll win it tonight.
Let's talk about this rough play they're letting them get away with. I think it's too rough. It's not.
I agree.
It doesn't look like basketball anymore.
The big fella shouldn't have been able to get away with what he did the other day when he mugged the guy. But hey, it's going to be interesting. I think the referee's going to get a hold to it tonight. There's probably going to be some technical fouls tonight if anybody starts some real crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But this is a must game. If they tie it up, who do you like then?
If they tie it up, I think San Antonio's chances just increased a whole lot for sure.
Yeah, I'm just a little concerned about them. It's just their youth.
Yeah,
they're young. Are they really ready to take that next step?
They're young, but they're doing a great job out there. They're holding their own.
Yeah, they are. So, Lee, that's all I have. You did get my request. I didn't listen to your show. Did you happen to put Harold Melvin and Mitchell on there?
I was going to play it, but that song is 8 minutes long.
That's part 1 and part 2, right?
I know. That's the only thing they have in there, the 8-minute version.
Really?
And that would have knocked out 3 records. You know what I mean?
I have to come up with something.
Yeah,
Did you ever hear why then, when that song was written for the Dales, why they decided?
I don't know.
I just think you wonder because they have done a better job than with the Brunos there with it, because they did a hell of a job with that song.
Yeah, they did. It's a good song.
So maybe the Dales just felt like that.
I just have the long version in there, 8 minutes. I was like, oh my God, that's almost as bad as "Isn't It a Shame" by Patti LaBelle.
What about Harold and Bruno's "Be For Real"?
That's another long one too.
Goodness.
Yep, "Be For Real." They all like 7 and 8 minutes long.
I have to come up with something then.
Yes.
All right, good buddy. Check in.
Thanks for your call. What about "Where Are All My Friends"? Because as long as you back Trump, you won't have any. I'll play that song for you, Too Sweet. Where are all my friends? Yes, I think that would be perfect for Too Sweet. All right, let's take a break, and then we'll come back. My number, if you want to jump on board, feel free to do so at 513-749-1230. It's Lincoln Ware, 1230, The Buzz.
Hey, y'all, what up? This your boy, Ricky Smiley. I want to drop you an invite to something a little more personal.
This is Ricky Smiley.
Where are all my friends? You and you and you and you. And you and you. Maya, when are you coming over to make some more donuts, Maya? Maya and Mimi makes donuts. They're pretty good, too. I was shocked. I'm like, they're not going to taste like donuts you buy at Dunkin' Donuts or somewhere. And I was shocked. They were pretty good.
said your granddaughter was making donuts.
Yeah,
Mr. Ware?
yeah, they were pretty good too.
They weren't the make pretend donuts.
No, these
that
were
you make
real
with the Play-Doh.
These were real donuts,
donuts?
with powdered sugar and
Oh,
everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good
icing.
job.
They had the icing and everything.
Good job, Maya.
Yeah.
Because Lincoln is such a picky eater, you know. He just doesn't eat anything. So they must have been fantastic.
Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Oh, boy. YouTubers were arrested near Nancy Guthrie's home after a urination incident. What the hell?
For a better us.
1230 The Buzz. Streaming live on your computer. Log on to thebuzzcincy.com.
.30 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware enjoying the YouTube music, as always.
See, you're still just sitting there waiting for someone to sing your favorite song.
Yeah, just it's not happening.
No, it's not.
We got to if you could talk to people at you can't talk to anybody, it seems like, can you?
What do you mean?
You talk to anybody like in charge of YouTube, that somebody that can tell you, can give you answers, or do you have to do the email and all that stuff?
Google it. It'll tell you.
Oh.
Just Google it. It'll tell you everything you
need to know. So you don't have to talk to them. Just Google it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Because YouTube is owned by Google. So,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm from the old school. I like to talk to people. You know what I mean? I want to talk directly to you on the phone.
Yeah.
I hate the people who text instead of calling.
Mm-hmm.
I hate all that stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just an old grouch, huh?
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm in between your generation and the younger generation, so I know both sides.
Yes.
And you know what's funny? I was thinking, Mr. Well, I know we got Mr. Mike McCoy to get on. I was thinking, when people spend time on Facebook and other social media sites, that's what they call socializing now.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about it yesterday. I'm like, we don't socialize in real life like we used to.
Right. Yeah, I know it.
Socializing now is going on Facebook, scrolling, seeing what other people are doing, saying, posting. That's socializing now.
Having conversations back and forth.
On Facebook.
Responding to something they said and all that.
Yeah.
They're socializing.
Yes.
They are socializing. All right. Let's go to my good friend, Mike McCoy. How you doing?
Hey, Lincoln, what's going on? How you doing today, Lincoln?
I'm hanging in there. What's up?
Good. And before I go into the Spurs game and that sort of thing, hey, Lincoln, when I call in about the Derby, Preakness, and Belmont, it's for entertainment purposes only.
Yes.
I can't understand on Monday why Farrell would go at my wife, talking about I'm a wife beater, and you cut him kind of short.
Yeah.
Where's that coming from?
I don't know where that came from.
Where is that coming from? Is he hating or what? I've been married 52 years, and I never raised my hand at my wife.
I didn't know what he was
So
talking
I don't even
about.
know where he come from with that.
Yeah. That caught me off guard. I'm like, what? Okay, thanks
I'm
for
like,
your call.
What is it? That's the man that knows nothing and don't want you to celebrate nothing. So, he can get out of my life with that, man.
Yeah.
Saying stuff like that. Maybe he's taking a page out of his book and what he did.
Okay? I don't know. I don't know where that came
I'm going
from.
to your other boy, MISSISSIPPI.
Yes.
Talking about suckers and losers, that people that gamble. So is Shannon a sucker and loser? Or are you a sucker and loser?
No.
Just for entertainment. What if I wanted to spend a ticket and spend money and go to a concert? That's entertainment.
Yeah.
What if I want to go to the theater? That's entertainment. I can afford to be entertained. I'm not living in poverty like they're living down in Mississippi down there. So I'm just trying to say, are they hating or what?
Yeah,
this is supposed to be entertainment, information, and that sort of thing. But when you start getting personal, now we can get personal. I used to go to school in Cap too.
It definitely it sounded personal with Pharaoh. It did sound personal with him,
Yeah, I don't even understand that, But anyway, I'm going to move on, and I just want to get that out there, Lincoln. I'm a nice guy, but if you rub me the wrong way, I can be just as mean as you are, but I'm going to move on. Now, on the Spurs and the Knicks game, the reason that Wemby is doing that, if you watch how they grab and hold him in that OKC game, they was holding him, pushing him, shoving him.
Locking arms, locking his arms so he couldn't go up for the rebound and stuff, Yeah,
and so, boy, 22, he getting tired of it. He's like, okay, you're going to treat me like this, I'm going to do it back. Because, you know, they handcuffing him and all that kind of stuff, Lincoln. But if the Spurs win tonight, the Knicks are going to lose this series.
Yeah.
They're going to lose this series. And I'm going to tell you something, too. Trump did cause them to lose that game. Stephen A. Smith said the day before that if Trump shows up to that game, the Knicks are going to lose. And it happened.
Yep.
You know, the man is just bad luck. You know, the crowd wasn't into the game.
Right. When have you ever heard people boo during the national anthem when they showed his picture? They could have picked any other time to show his picture. They showed it during the national anthem, and they booed him. He talking about they sounded like cheers.
Yeah. I just don't get it. Anybody that follow this man, they done lost their mind to it. And I didn't put no name to it. I say anybody. You know, that could be including me. So, but Lincoln, I appreciate you taking my call, and I'll be signing off. I'll still listen to you every day, but, you know, I'm going to pick and choose when I call.
Call back during the football season.
Oh, yes, I definitely will, Lincoln.
Yes.
Oh, did you hear Joe Burrow about his contract?
Yeah, $10 million deferred. Yeah.
Yeah, they reworked that thing. So, but Lincoln, I've never been a Bengals fan. I used to be, but I got to jump back on the Bengals bandwagon.
Oh.
They should go to the Super Bowl this year.
Well,
paper,
I hate for people.
They the best team out there.
But that never turns out the way people think. You know, you can look great on paper, injuries come up, and all kind of things can happen. So I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed and see what happens during the season, and we'll go from there. I'm not going to make any predictions.
They shored up the defenses, man, because the offense is clicking.
Well, they did everything they were supposed to do. They did everything,
Right. So I'm looking for the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl this year, and I'm not just making that up. So for entertainment purposes only, Lincoln, go down to the Hard Rock or wherever and bet $20 for the Bengals to be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
If you bet it now, you get more money towards the end of the year.
Yes, you will. Yeah.
Okay, Lincoln.
All
for
right.
entertainment purposes only, Lincoln.
Yes,
right,
there you go. All right, Mike, thanks for your call. Yeah, that was a little haterade there. Of course, you know, Mississippi James, he's always throwing out haterade when it comes to gambling. But I don't know where Pharaoh was coming from with that. I mean, he just came out of the clear blue sky with that. All right. 513-749-1230. Social Security. Looks like it's going to be one big issue. 2032 is the prediction of when it will run dry. And then they'll just be using the payroll Social Security tax to fund Social Security. And if there's not a whole lot of people working, then if AI has taken over almost everything, I don't know where the money's coming from. AI will have all the jobs. Yeah. So we'll see. We will see. All right, 513-749-1230. I did mention the Hamilton, the city of Hamilton is thinking about permitting marijuana dispensaries, and they've always stood against that. They've always stood against having dispensaries in Hamilton. And I was looking at the dispensary right there in Montgomery. Sits next to the Wendy's. And you look at the drive-through, Wendy's, 2 or 3 cars, the dispensary, they're around the corner. Around the corner, you know, almost out to the street. And then people park the cars, go in. I mean, you think, are they serving food in there or what? Because their line, it makes Wendy's look bad. I'm telling you. It's unbelievable. And they're making some money. So I think Hamilton says we're being foolish here by not letting them sell marijuana here. Let's just stop being stupid and open up some dispensaries and bring in some of that hard, cold cash. Yeah, stop being stupid. Yes. All right. A couple other things here. We talked about the $1 million per person fundraiser for the Super PAC. And that's where all the money comes from with these attack commercials. The attack commercials you see, they're not from the candidates. They always have the regular commercials where they're not really, real soft. But it's those PACs that come in hitting hard. They're tearing Amy acting up already. They're making her look bad. I don't know. I'm like, come on, Amy, we got to hear from you. But I guess they need some of that PAC money in here for Amy acting. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But, yeah, they are already going after Amy, and it's going to be a long, hard fight. But if people would just think about who they're voting for and look at Ramaswamy's ties and all the stuff he's been tied up in, they'll do the right thing. Forget about all those attack commercials. Just do the right thing. Can people do that? Do the right thing. All right, let's see. We better go to break before we go to Joan, because she's long-winded. Then we got Ray, another long-winded person. We got two long-windeds coming up. So we'll take our break now so we won't run late for break. 12:30, The Buzz.
What's happening, good people? It's your cousin Troy Fontaine, and this is the...
Did you have a cut for me?
I played it coming back from.
Oh, that's right. You did play it coming out of the break. Yeah, I did hear it. That's right.
I did want it to get Stephen A. Smith, but I totally forgot about it. Now I was looking for it.
Did you find it?
I found his response to President Trump. He was on CNN, and I have it for you after.
Okay.
Yeah, in a little
bit. I didn't know they called black nerds blurs.
Yeah, blurs. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
You learned that from Brent, right?
No. Did he tell me that? I was looking at Howard University, how Howard University became the ultimate safe space for black nerds. Blurs.
I've seen Brent use that term.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Oh, here's one for the White Liar and for Tim Heidel. Scientist Neil deGrasse Tyson. Why white people refuse to admit that they're actually black.
Oh, boy. It's going to be a MAGA mob after Neil deGrasse Tyson now.
Oh, boy.
They're going to come after him.
Oh, man. What happens when you confront centuries of social conditioning with raw evolutionary data? And I'm sure Pharaoh will agree with that. Let's see. He was interviewed on Club Shay Shay. And I like to smile every time I say Club Shay Shay because it just sounds so... I can see if it was a woman.
A woman, yeah. You know? Well, apparently, he's undercover a woman.
Right.
Allegedly. So maybe that's why.
Oh, boy. Unbelievable. All right. JerusalemBC.org for more information. See you there.
1230 The Buzz, WDBZ, a Radio 1 station.
The Laffy Taffy, the Laffy Taffy, the Laffy Taffy, the Laffy Taffy, the Laffy Taffy. 1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. I thought that was pretty good, the Laffy Taffy.
Listen, it's funny, okay? I'm laughing about it, so it must be good.
Well, I thought that sounds like the Laffy Taffy.
It does not, but it's still funny.
I know it did.
No, it does not.
All right, let's go to my good friend, Joan. How you doing, Joan?
Hi, Lincoln. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. How's that husband of yours doing?
Oh, he's okay.
All right.
Fine. Listen, I want to address Social Security, okay?
Yes.
Our government is acting like that they are the ones that's paying for Social Security. And reason why, because they have added Social Security as a line item that they pay an expense that is paid out of, the federal dollars.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what it is. Okay, everyone that gets paid, they are paid by their employer. And look at your check under the FICA.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is paying 1.45 for Medicare and 6.2 for Social Security. All right. Those taxes on the FICA equal 7.65, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the government, they act like, and then let me kind of back up a little bit. 1983, Reagan signed into law that we had to start paying taxes on Social Security benefits, all right?
Mm-hmm.
That created a surplus. And what has been happening ever since, federal government has been using that money. And so they have depleted it almost. And that's the reason why you hear that it's almost going to be depleted, because they're no longer going to have that money, because they have been borrowing that money, not from the Social Security trust funds as a whole, but from that surplus, okay? And this is what's happening. And then Bush, he borrow over $1 trillion and did not pay it back. So when they trying to spin it like they having this to pay all of the Social Security money out for the elderly, because I saw a write-up in the Inquirer. Boy, it burned me up, talking about the government is paying so many $1 trillion just to cover the elderly, and they mentioned about Social Security.
Yeah.
And it had nothing to... People need to research that Social Security and how it's being funded and what the federal government is doing with our tax dollars, because it would not go short, end up depleting by the year that they're saying if they stop borrowing our money, because they're saying once it's in a surplus and you have money to invest. In other words, because the Treasury is the ones that, administer all of this and all this kind of stuff for our Social Security, all right? And so since they part of the federal government, this is why they're saying, and they put us as a line item as far as Social Security, that they are funding it, but it's not. Lincoln, you need to get Lanceman on here, all right?
He'll be in this month.
We need to really, talk about this and not just let him just say what he wants to say, but for us to really give him the questions so everybody would know what the government is doing. They're putting out a false narrative about this Social Security, because Social Security had a whole lot of money. That's the reason why they started to borrow our money, because they put it as a law that it couldn't just lie there idly. They had to do something with it, all right? So this is where this is coming from. They need to stop acting as though that we don't have enough money to pay for Social Security, because we have two funds for Social Security as a whole. It's OASI and DI, okay? And what they're doing now, that's just the Social Security part. But then you have Medicare fund, and then you have that surplus.
Yes.
That surplus you earn interest on, all right? And that is what they have been using. And that's if they needed the reason why they weren't able to continue to pay out of that money, out of that surplus, because they kept using that money. And so we need to get people from, at the federal level that understand Social Security, because a lot of those guys don't understand it.
Right.
All right.
And I tell you though, I just don't see a bright future for Social Security with AI taking all these jobs. There's nobody going to be left to pay into Social Security.
Well, and that's another thing. What people have to understand about this AI, and that's, again, our federal government is allowing this to happen to us. And people, like you said, people are going to end up not having jobs. And, the way we're going to end up living is ridiculous. It's like all of us will be on welfare, because I was looking at something Musk was saying. The man is going to be a trillionaire. And he has his hand in on that AI stuff, and all of these data centers going around, and they're giving them so much in exemption and taxes or whatever.
Yep.
And that shouldn't be, Lincoln, because right now we're fighting for, wages that we can actually, live on, and that's not happening for a lot of people. But we have to stop letting elected officials, now we elect them.
Yes.
To do what is best for all of us.
And they don't do that.
But
we
they're
elect
not
them, but
doing that.
they don't think about us once they get elected.
No, you're right. But see, and again, I keep saying we have the power, Lincoln. We can amend our Constitution at the at the state, and we can do. When it comes to our amending our Constitution, we can do that at the state. We can't do it at the federal level because Congress has to do it. Or we can have what they call a convention, when it's all of the states can get together, and then it has to be ratified. But something's going to have to change, because I'm going to tell you, our elected officials are not doing anything to make us have a quality of life. And it's wrong. And the only one's going to change it is us. And the only way we do that is by changing the laws. We can talk all we want. We can protest all we want, but when it really comes down to it, the laws is what determines everything, okay? And that's what we're going to have to do, Lincoln. And we can, look, we've done one when it came to that abortion thing. Just to give you an example, we have power to do it, all right? We did it. When we had the power when they wanted to try to change that threshold from 50 plus 1 to 60 in order for us to do, amendments. So this is going to show you that they're not trying to work for us. They're working against us and putting everything into law to make all of these millionaires and billionaires continue to have that status, and we are going to be done. I'm telling you.
All right. We'll see what happens. Joan, thanks for your call.
All right.
All right. That's Joan right there, and she's there's a problem. Houston, we've got a problem. And that problem is going to be here sooner than later. Sooner than later. Hey, Ray, how you doing?
What's up, Lincoln B?
Nothing much.
Hey, Lincoln, if you were president in 2028, you were elected, what would you do on day one? You know, all presidents potential, let's say on day one, I'll do this. What would you do on day one?
I would look at all the executive orders that Trump had signed, and I would get rid of them. Sign my own executive orders countering what he signed, and then after that, I would. Of course, I'm going to have all my military leaders, my State Department people. I'm going to have the right people in who know stuff about what they're doing, not just somebody random you pick that's going to back you every time. I want people who know what they're doing in those offices, in the department heads, as the state, as the cabinet. People going to know their jobs, not just somebody coming from being a janitor to all of a sudden running the CIA. You know what I mean? So that's the first thing I would do.
Get rid of all those executive orders he's done.
Yes.
Lincoln, Stephen A., I always thought Stephen A. was a Republican, but he was able to get away with saying what he said because ESPN and and ABC, either one owns the other. There are ones under the umbrella of the other one. Trump can't touch ABC or ESPN. Just like Kristen Welker. She works for NBC. Trump cannot touch NBC because there's no mergers involved.
Right.
So Trump owns CBS and CNN because of that merger that's going to come.
They're at his beck and call. That's why 60 Minutes is where it is today.
Yeah, and that's why Stephen A. Because I always thought Stephen A. was a Republican.
Well,
I'm surprised he said what he said.
Yeah, well, I think he's still maybe he's not a MAGA Republican, but he's a Republican. I don't think he's MAGA.
And too sweet. Yeah, and too sweet. You know how, the Knicks lost that game because Trump is a jinx.
Yeah.
And so too sweet to call in, and you told him why he was a jinx. For him to try to tell you why Trump is not a jinx.
Right.
Now he's kissing his butt still. Too sweet. Trump is a jinx. Just ask, this war proves it. They all told him not to go into Iran, not to do it. But he did it anyway. But Lincoln, Tim Ryan, one thing about Democrats, they don't put the right people up there. Amy Acton, I'm kind of scared that she's going to lose.
Nope.
Tim Ryan would have been the perfect choice to run for governor.
Well, he couldn't win his congressional seat. So, I don't know. If you can't win at home, can you win the governorship? Hello?
Yeah, but you can. Then you're gonna say that about what's the guy's name? Guy that's running for senator again. He lost. But who's the front runner?
Well, he lost. It was a tough time for him. He came in with that. He was running during that Trump wave that was coming. So you talking about Sherrod Brown?
What's over Tim Ryan?
Sherrod Brown. But I think he plus it was a miracle that he was a senator in Ohio. It's, the red state. So he had his back against the wall. But I think now that they've had a taste of the Trump administration, people want him back in there, and I think he'll be all right. I think he'll get back in.
Yeah, and then you got Susan Collins. They asked Susan Collins, well, what do you think about your opponent? Well, these accusations are disturbing. And why didn't they just come back and say, well, what do you think about Trump and his accusations?
Right.
And his crookedness. See, these reporters don't come back and ask the right questions, Lincoln.
Yeah.
But,
And we know you're an expert at asking questions.
You're damn right. I'll follow up after follow-up.
You could take
Lincoln.
Christian Welker's job. You want to take Christian Welker's job. And how did you think she did? I thought she did a pretty good job against Trump.
Well, they had the right guy in there with who was the one white guy, Chuck Todd.
Yeah.
They fired Chuck Todd because he was too hard on those Republicans. He was the best, I think, other than Tim, what's his name, Russert?
Russert. Tim Russert.
Russert, years ago.
Mm-hmm.
My money was on Chuck Todd. But like I think a couple of weeks ago, didn't you say something about they used to call you what, bootlegger or bootlicker or what was that word that they called?
I was on the CB radio. My handle was the bootlegger. Yeah, the bootlegger.
Bootlicker?
Bootlegger, bootleg, bootleg.
Bootlegger. My bad.
Yeah.
All right, Lincoln.
Okay, thanks for your call. Not the bootlicker. No, who would name themselves that? No, like you bootleg whiskey, it was the bootlegger. Okay, jeez, boy, I tell you. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Ron Dula, another bootlicker is coming up, okay, if you want to talk about that. Blocker for Trump. Ron Dula is coming up after the break right here on 1230, The Buzz.
Lincoln Ware is on demand. On demand. That's right. Listen to the Lincoln Ware Show when you want.
It looks like Amy Acton is trying to throw the election. I don't know. I think maybe she's running short on money, and I think that might be her problem. Yeah, he thought he was trying to be slick. Tevye Strickland. Yeah, he was trying to be slick. Have we seen who? Seen who, Brent Beard? Who is he talking about? Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? The Shylights. Who's asking about the Shylights? Shawnee. What do you want to know about the Shylights? Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Uncle Lincoln, have you seen the teenage snow bunny that knocked Ron out? No, I haven't. After Penny Ford's performance. Kiss my ass, Tim Heidel. Ray's got a feeble mind. Have you been watching Beyond the Gates, folks? They're doing a crossover with the Young and the Restless.
Service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
You have an opinion. You've got something to say.
And that's the reason why we're here today.
12:30 a.m. The Buzz, your talk station.
.30 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show till 1 o'clock. Coming up at 1, you know him, Reverend Al Sharpton. Then the rebroadcast of this show at 4 o'clock. Tavis Smiley. Tavis at 7. So make sure you stick around all afternoon long for on 12:30. Yes. All right. Let's see, where are we going here? Let's go to Ron Dula. Ron Dula, what's up?
Hey, Lincoln, I want you to say that again.
What?
What you said before.
What?
What you said? You said we, as the United States, need to quit giving other countries all this money?
Yeah, yeah. I said, maybe they need to hold it back and put some of it in Social Security. Yes, I said it.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Now,
why? What? Okay, get to the point. There's a punchline in here somewhere.
No. You said, when you was arguing with Freeman McNeil when in 18 when Abtab was running for Congress, you said that black folk will remember things for 2 weeks and forget about it, when they said that black folks as Democrats were low-hanging fruit. I just wanted to make sure you kept that in mind.
Oh my God!
When Trump was selling other people, they had to give us our money back, and then you trying to sit there and say, it is what it is. But anyway, you said that you would. You said that you would take away all of the things that Trump enacted.
Yeah, I would rewrite all his executive orders. Yeah.
So
because I can't think of one executive order that helped anybody other than his rich friends.
No, you will see, and that's where you're wrong. Because see, the Genius Act, and which is what I was trying to get Greg Landsman to explain when I told him to tell everybody about the Clarity Act, where he stands on it.
Okay, what is it? Please.
And how. And,
don't keep us in suspense. What in the hell is the Clarity Act?
No. See now. I'm not going to tell you all that because it's.
Well,
hard to
you say
explain.
I shouldn't overturn it if I became president.
No. Greg Landsman was supposed to explain it to you, but the Genius Act and the Clarity Act is going to be the most transformational.
And we don't know what they are. We don't know what they are. What are they going to transform?
Our money is about to switch.
To what?
We are about the Social Security is going to be taken care of with cryptocurrency.
Oh my God!
Okay, you say, "Oh God," but it's a trip that he's supposed to be your good friend, but he wouldn't explain that to you. And it's a trip how now that black folk has the ability to get transformational wealth. They have an opportunity to get out of generational poverty, and
we're gonna do that with cryptocurrency.
He wouldn't explain it to he wouldn't explain it to the ones that voted for him. He wouldn't even explain it to you as him being your friend.
All right. Thanks for your call. We'll end it right there. So Social Security is going to have to depend on cryptocurrency to stay solvent. Okay. Joyce, how are you?
Hi, Lincoln. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there. What's up?
Good. I was just looking up this, the Clarity Act. And what is he talking about? We have a chance to get out or get generational wealth. We always have a chance to get generational wealth, but it won't be about the Clarity Act and cryptocurrency. Anybody can invest in cryptocurrency, but you wouldn't invest all of your money, just like you don't invest all of your money in any one particular stock. So he's just talking, that guy is just talking out of his head, as you heard him stuttering and stumbling.
Of course,
because he doesn't know what to say. But what I wanted to say to Too Sweet, he told us, the stock market, just like Pam Bondi did, that the stock market is over 50,000 or whatever. And she said the same thing. It's over 50,000. Well, Pam Bondi doesn't work there anymore, Too Sweet. And Donald Trump says inflation is the highest it's ever been in history. And then he tried to take it back, but he can't.
And then he says we shouldn't raise interest rates. We shouldn't raise the interest rates. And that's what you do to curb inflation. That's what you got to do.
Well, Donald Trump doesn't know how to run this country.
No, he doesn't.
Because he ran his businesses in the ground, Too Sweet. Let's answer to that and ask Too Sweet about that, Lincoln. Donald Trump, as we have just seen, went to the Knicks game, and what happened is everybody predicted the Knicks would lose, and they did, Lincoln. This guy, he messes up everything he does. He sleeps in the Knicks game, and how's that even possible with all the noise? Donald Trump is the worst president we've ever had in history. Every history book will tell us that. And all we can do now is try to dig our way out of this hole and see how long we can take cover or just dig ourselves just deep enough to keep our head out, come to work, get gas, buy the food that we can, and wait for him to get out, because this is a rough ride as we've ever had.
Oh, boy.
That we've been able to live through. And I hope we are able to make it to the other side, because it's the worst president ever.
You got that right. All right, Joyce, thanks for your call. All right, unbelievable. She's got that right. I don't know if this country had any idea what was going to happen when Donald Trump got up there on Inauguration Day and took the oath of office, and boom, things started to turn. As soon as he took his hand off the Bible, things started to turn in this country, and it hasn't stopped spinning since. Unbelievable. All right. I agree with Joyce. All we can do is try to weather the storm. Loud voice Joy. Oh, I'm not going to read his. Yes, he did. He told them. Donald never put his hand on a Bible. Okay, he didn't? Okay. I thought he did. What was that he had his hand on? He put it on something. Yeah, maybe it was upside down. And the reason why, he doesn't know the Bible unless it's upside down. All right, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for me for another Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. right here on 1230, The Buzz. All right, Uncle Lincoln can close out the show with a little a cappella falsetto. Yeah, right. Hey there, lonely girl. All right. I might make that my new karaoke go-to song. I don't know. White Lion 513, being black is not a fad. It's the standard in this lifetime, the last lifetime, and the next. Okay. Go ahead, Black Lion. Admit that you're black. White Lion. Admit that you're black, White Lion. Admit it. All right, folks. I'm out of here. The real Terrence Howard. I'm out.
Oh, you done? Oh, that's right. You got a meeting to go to.
Got a meeting.
Okay.
Got a meeting.
All right.
Yep. The Hamilton County Veterans Service Commission.